Let's go. Y'all come on up in the room real quick. We're gonna do a quick meeting and then try to switch over to the Zoom call. I hope I can get everybody in the room here. Come on up in here. Come on up in here. All right. Come on up in here. We're gonna switch to the Zoom. We're gonna try to switch to the Zoom call real quick. We have some, things happen. We need to lift our sister 𝗣𝗲𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀𝗶cie up, and we need to definitely get her a backup. So what's been happening? The reason why nobody's been getting the emails is because 𝗣𝗲𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀𝗶's mother suffered a heart attack on Saturday.
Oh wow.
Okay, so we need to lift her up in prayer. She's stressed out right now, and we totally understand.
Oh yeah.
Things happen. So if everybody's been wondering why you haven't been receiving the emails or what's been going on, I just found out this morning right now. Hopefully if somebody can get a hold of Miss NJ, she's the one running the Zoom call. We can quickly just rally here, and then we'll move over to the Zoom call once we get everybody's emails. I'll send it out, and we need a backup. We need someone to back 𝗣𝗲𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀𝗶 up right now and take over the email process and things like that, and we'll figure all that out. But we're just going to try to rally here real quick. We'll try to rally here real quick, and then
Okay.
we can get Miss NJ on the call. I got a text from her. I got a text from NJ on TikTok. So that's why some of the emails weren't sent out. I don't know if some of you got the email already or not, or got any email or not, but that's the reason why no one's been receiving the email. And we're going to start doing daily emails just to keep everybody updated and engaged. You know, we have a long week before we meet on the weekend, so we need to have some things going. I need everybody to get familiar and comfortable with the Discord. What I'm going to do right now, I think I'm going to start sending personal messages with the Discord. Give me 1 second here real quick. Let me just do this real quick, and I'll start sending everybody personal messages with the Discord. Just give me 1 second. All right. Let me send you the message first. Appreciate you showing up, Mongo. I'm gonna send you the message first. I'm gonna send you a direct message to your well, can I? Let me see. Okay. I'll put it in the ad. I'm not when I go live, I'm not able to look at everything.
Okay.
So
So where do I go? You sent it to me?
I'm gonna send it to you in your I'm gonna at you right now. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna send you the Discord. And all you gotta do is copy and paste that. And that'll give you access to the Discord. I just added you right there. Did you see that?
Nope, I didn't see it yet. Hold on.
Okay, it should be in the comments. Not in your messages. In the comments. You see it there or no? Scroll up if you
Nope,
don't see it.
I didn't see it. Didn't come through yet.
Okay, let me at you again. Just look in the comments. It's gonna be right there in the comments.
Okay.
I'm gonna at you again. Hold on. Okay, I just did it again. It should say it should be directed message. It should say mentioned you and just follow where it says mentioned you. And it should have the Discord in there. The Discord is probably where we should we should take our Zoom to, since it's capable of doing Zoom calls, and we can all meet up in there and get to talking business, get it going. It does everything that Zoom can do. So let me see here. Where is everybody? I think I saw Sweet Wolf. I think I saw her in here. Did you see it in the comments there, Mongo?
I see. I'm trying to. Like I got some.
Yeah, just scroll
Okay,
up because I got it on subscriber only, so people can't just come in and chat. So you should be able to see it.
Okay, just at it says that too much.
Yeah, at Too Much. Yeah, that's me talking to you. Yeah,
All right.
That's the Discord. Just copy and paste that and join the Discord. And yeah, give me 1 second. So nobody's able to chat, but those who are supposed to be in the group. Let me bring up my laptop here too.
I'm having some problems on this end.
Well, I have your email. Let me see if I can send it directly to your email. Give me 1 second here. I remember you sent it to me, so give me 1 second here. Oh, it won't let me go to my messages. I'll have to.
Okay, you say when I copy and paste it and paste it to.
Just copy and paste it to your browser and click on it. And it should take you right to the Discord. Put it in your web browser. Let's see, let me fix this light. I don't like the way this light is looking. Is that better? I think that's better.
So why isn't it let me?
It's not letting you. Let's see where everybody is at. Where is everybody at? Where is everybody?
Maybe I'm doing this wrong.
Okay. I'm on my computer here. I'm gonna try to access my my TikTok through my computer since I can't do it while I'm on live on my phone. Okay, let me access everything. TikTok real quick. We'll get it together. You still not able to copy and paste it into your browser?
And you sent it to me. Let me copy and paste half of it, but
Okay. Well, let me do this. I'm getting up my live here, my thing on TikTok here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send a direct message to you. Hold on, I got a direct message right here. Let me look at that. Will they let me look at it though? That's the point. Okay, I got your email here. You're not gonna be able. Let me just do this because you're not gonna be able to bring up cousin.
Yes, sir. Greetings. Good morning, folks.
morning.
Family.
So we have a small situation. We have to lift up our sister Duvion in prayer right now. Her mother had a heart attack, and that's why nobody's been getting the email.
You know, I accidentally, in trying to ensure something else, I called her, and she informed me. So, but yeah, I was going to do the same thing and let you know too. So,
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm trying to gather everybody up here. So I'm hoping everybody says let's check on TikTok, and they come online here. I'm hoping to see if we see Miss NJ, and then we can, since she's doing the Zoom call, we'll just transfer to the Zoom call once we get everybody informed of what's going on. So maybe I'm the last to know. You know, me and Mr. You know, maybe people already know. I don't know.
Yeah, this is my first time.
I just found out this morning. Okay, so I'm
well,
told.
I was just like I said, checking on the Zoom call because I was trying. I didn't get the confirmation or in it. So, the idea was okay. Well, let me see who might have an email. And while checking her email, I was like, oh, well, there's bada boom, bada bing. So let me do this.
A
And
number down at the bottom there for us, man.
right.
We wouldn't have known. Let me. So I gave. I'm gonna try to send you a direct message with the Discord, and the Discord works just like the like Zoom. but it's like a Zoom on steroids. It's actually really good. We can actually run meetings and run, whatever we're trying to do. I think we can get up to 100 people on a call in Discord. So I think we can do some things with Discord.
Okay. I mean, well, I'm not the most tech savvy guy. I told you before, I ain't got no kids around me. So
we're gonna work with you. We're gonna work with you.
Yeah, same here.
We're gonna work with everybody. I mean, it's gonna seem a little funky in the beginning, but once you get the hang of Discord, it's gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be phenomenal. It really is.
Well, honestly, I guess I could say it like this okay, hope this don't come off wrong, but you're the kid I'm reaching out to. Okay.
Ditto.
I'm gonna get y'all to where it needs to be. Don't worry. We're gonna be patient. We're gonna get everybody up to speed. Let me send this Discord. Hold on. Let me see here. Oh Lord. Okay, I gotta open up another screen.
And the sad thing is, man, just as I've gone to school and had several computer classes at school, and this shit, and every time I go, it's like, what am I going to be doing on a computer? And it never penetrated deeply for me in that regard.
I just
but
push the button called IT.
see, there you go.
There's a button called IT.
Well, at my job, just push the button and say, hey.
When something go wrong, hey, get somebody up here.
Fix your computer real quick. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, let me compose a message real quick. Okay. Okay. Your name just popped right up, man. Go when I put it in my thing.
Okay.
Okay, that's awesome. We're gonna call you UB for short. How about that? Can we do that?
UB?
Yeah, UB for short.
That'll work.
That'll work? Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Give me your email real quick, cousin.
You don't have it?
I don't want to look for it. It's deep in the file.
And we on TikTok, and I don't want to do that either.
Hold on. I'll figure it out. Send me a message.
That I can do.
Yeah, send me
that
a
I can do.
to my TikTok, and I'll transfer to my email. I don't want no hate mail that you getting, brother. Don't do that.
Oh, I'm gonna say this one more time. If when and if I decide to go do something, bro, it's gonna come. Okay.
Oh Lord.
But here's the thing. I want to say it right.
Oh Lord.
He was right. It might be Joe Matt mixed. I mean Joe. Yeah, it might be like him. Because the simple fact of the matter is, I'm more than that. But that's the dominant factor. But it ain't like I'm not gonna talk about sports. It ain't like I ain't gonna talk about politics. It ain't like these subjects ain't gonna come up. but just know FBA is always here. It's never gone.
Listen, you can't change your lineage, brother. No matter what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's right.
And people,
no, not even trying to. Yeah. Not even trying to.
Exactly. We're gonna rock with you regardless. Whatever topic you bring up, you have a strong voice. You're informed. People want to hear what you have to say, and you can rally the FBA family and let them know what's going on. Like, listen, family, we got this going on. We need to do this. We all need to be on that page.
I tell you the other thing I'm thinking about too is that green book.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. We got to get that green book. If we can get that green book, especially make it digital, so everybody has access to it. All we got to do is push a button and they get the green book, and you have a list right there in front of you with names, addresses, phone numbers of black FDA-owned businesses, websites, and that's magical right there.
The only thing, I mean, that's magical in and of itself. And yes, I know that's the age we're living in now, and I'm not hating on it. But the idea of the security aspect of it in that particular regard.
I mean, yeah, true. Because now, I mean, we got to understand, man, everything that we do for good can also be used for evil too.
Exactly. And I'm always trying to look at one side, evaluate it, and then try and flip the other side and see strengths and weaknesses.
We could put a password like a catchphrase, like only that black people know. And if they don't say that catchphrase right, they just can't get access to it.
That's possible.
We can do all kinds. All right, we can do all kinds of things. So let me see here. What's up, David? We had somebody informed David of what's going on. So,
David, you remember 𝗣𝗲𝗿𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀𝗶cie right? Well, her mother had a heart attack last night. And now we're going to lift up some prayers and positive thoughts for she and her family. And if anyone's not attached to the Zoom call, we're hoping they'll come back here in Raleigh so they can get the information.
Yes, indeed.
Well, sorry to hear that, man. My prayers up for her.
Definitely. So that's the reason why everybody's like, where's the email at? What's going on? Sometimes things happen, and we just didn't get to a point where we can have her have a backup yet. We're going to get a backup for her. We're going to get a backup for everybody just in case, because things happen in life. That we can't.
Exactly.
We just got to prepare. We got to be better prepared for that. That's it. We've got to be prepared for that. When one person goes down, we should have another person come in and fill it. And we just understand, give them time. Stress. Stress is different for women than it is for men. We're able to handle a lot much more stress, and we just have to be patient with our women because even though they it's not like they can't handle stress, they just handle stress differently. That affects everybody differently, so we got to understand that as well too. So, did you send me that message yet on TikTok with your everybody?
No.
Everybody
Okay.
Send me a direct message of their email right now. I'm gonna get you guys the Discord. You guys can send me a direct message right now. I can get you guys the Discord real quick, and then we can transfer over.
Okay. How am I sending this? Then in a featured, go to your name.
Okay. Just go to my name. And I'm just going to copy and paste the Discord. It's not going to be any sweet message in there. It's just going to be the Discord. All you got to do is copy and paste that, put that in your browser, and it should bring you to somewhat of a Discord. You might have to download something. You can also download it on your phone. It's an app that you can carry with you wherever you want to go. And you'll get access to the server. It's all set up. Lots of rooms in there. I don't want you to be overwhelmed. You're probably only going to kick it in like 1, 2, or 3 of the rooms anyway. But I have it, so once we break down into teams and get familiar with it, everybody knows where to go and what to do. And we'll start holding a lot of our Zoom calls on there because it's capable. They have these voice rooms that you go to, and we can talk in there. And I think we can get up to 100 people. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we can get up to 100 people in that room on the call. And we can all have a voice over there and discuss what we need to discuss.
Yeah, I've tried that discourse a couple of times, man. It's real good for private meetings. Real good.
Okay, good. So if you guys can send me
Is that good? When they go through?
I got yours already, Mongo. I got yours.
Oh.
I got yours. So Mongo, okay.
You got mine yet? I just sent it. D-Wiz.
Yeah, as soon as I can figure this.
Y'all help my brother.
I'm trying to tell you. Oh, there you. Wait a minute. No.
All right.
All right, man. Talk me through it.
All right,
Exactly.
so
What am I hitting
I'm
on
gonna
this
walk through it
page?
too. So click his picture, And then his subscription gonna come up. Then click his picture again. Name, click the picture. So if you click his picture, like at the bottom of the writing where it say "Welcome Too Much,"
For messages, yeah, messages.
yeah. So click his picture, and then it's gonna show up where it's Too Much. He got 12,000 followers. Don't click the name, click the picture, the podcast picture where he got the 3 faces on it. Click that.
I like that name though, David the Giant Slayer 3. I like that. Okay, there we go, cousin. There we go. Gotcha.
See, cousin? I got you,
Oh,
cousin.
yeah, it's just I forget it's double tapping on the screens and doing these other things because I'm thinking it's just one tap. Because I'm like, well, what the hell? How am I missing this step? But again, it's the double tap on the picture. But again, like I said, we'll get there. I appreciate it, Senior Giant.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and send out the email since it's just us 3 on here right now, and I'll redo an email for the new people that come on. I just saw Sweet Wolf. Where did she go? Where did she go? So y'all should have got something from my email. I just sent it. It should be coming from toomachmoxie@gmail.com. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know.
It ain't came through yet.
Yeah, you should be able to click on it. It should be something that you can click on, or it should be something that you can copy and paste, and it'll take you right to the Discord. If you don't have the Discord, it's going to prompt you to probably download it. You can download the Discord in Google Play Store, or even on your laptop. So,
Son of a bitch.
from your phone. Mongo, did you receive
These
it?
motherfuckers.
What happened?
You had to forgive me. My email has been sending stuff I wasn't anticipating someplace. Anyway. Discord, Too Much Moxie, yeah.
Well, I'm
And shit
trying
got
to
sent
get
to
it, brother.
spam. It got sent to spam.
Okay. So what you're going to do so it doesn't send it to spam, just star that message, make it important, and it'll come out of your spam.
Yeah.
Star that message, make it important, and it'll start showing up in your regular inbox.
I got you. And that's the Discord at the bottom.
Yeah. And if y'all want to send me like a private message or anything like that, you can do it through the Discord. Nobody can see the messages that you send me through the Discord. You can just send it directly to me there. If y'all want to private me or send me anything, just send it to the Discord. And I keep it personal amongst us. I see everybody in there working with the Discord right now. Let me check over the Discord real quick to see what's going on. And then I think just for not that we're trying to move. Okay, everybody. I'll wait for everybody to get back.
Okay.
Well, I think
'Cause
y'all.
I'm still okay.
Y'all, I just can't hear you guys, so I'll just start talking. This is just my suggestion. Now when we do the actual Zoom meeting and Zoom call and things like that. Let me see here. We got people trying to join. If you're not part of the subscriber group, I'm not going to bring you up. I just want to talk with the supporters of the channel, the subscribers. We're holding a business meeting, or we're going to. We're just trying to rally the troops. Hopefully, everybody knows to check the TikTok and come here, and we don't, people don't get distracted. But I think for the sake of, if we want to really be serious, I think about getting a product before Christmas. I think we all should focus on the same business for this time. And what that will do is when we start another business, everybody know what they're doing. Everybody will know how to do it, what to do, and it'll be like second nature because you already got one successful business running. And we'll kind of use this one to kind of catapult and build money for our other, I'll just say this, our other endeavors. And we'll put like 5 people on the bank account and on the financial team, and we'll do reporting and things like that. So we'll still break up in groups of 5, but I think if we focus on one business, we'll get that out to market before Christmas, and we can start seeing some results. And then we can rally the family around whatever that business product or idea is, and they're gonna come out and support us too. So we'll get the support from the family as well. So did that make sense?
Tell me if you got this.
You sent something in the Discord?
I hope so. I'm thinking it might have came in your mail.
Okay. Well, you download the Discord?
I hope so.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to see. If I've done that part, then okay. Because it didn't even, what popped up wasn't okay.
Yeah, let me see. I can check right here. Okay, right now, it doesn't show anybody recent members. It doesn't show anybody has signed up for the Discord yet. That might what be today is going to be about. Just get everybody set. Okay, hold on. Mongo's in here. Mongo's been in here. Okay. Mongo, you've been on the Discord. It says 10 days ago. Mongo, you were one of the first people on the Discord. Dr. Leary. Okay, so we got Dream is up in here. Okay. So I don't see you.
No, okay. Let me get back to the inbox. Then we go back to this one. The link finally came through because it went to spam. It didn't let the link light up.
Okay.
Once you got moved back to my regular mail, the link popped in.
So, okay, looks like they dropped out. What happened? They must be downloading the. But Mongo's already up in here. Who is Dr. Leary? Is that Miss NJ?
Remember the young lady from the other day?
Dr. Leary.
She was at the end of the conversation, the end of the show.
I think so. Oh, okay, yeah. She came in. She was asking questions.
Right.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, she signed up quick. She's been on here since the same day as Mongo, 10 days ago. That was
Yeah, and I don't
yesterday.
know. The funny thing about it, I don't know how I did it.
Yeah, you're on here. I'm looking at your name, Mongo, right here. It said you signed up 10 days. You said you've been a member since 10 days ago.
Yes. When I first talked to y'all.
Okay, so you already on the Discord. Okay. Can you send me a message through the Discord?
That's my problem right here. I did it, but I don't even remember what I did.
Oh, Lord. Okay. All right.
Because I was doing it at work.
But how that can't be the girl from yesterday, cousin, because she signed up 10 days ago. So Dr. Leary has to be somebody else.
Oh.
Did I put it in the chat, huh? Did I put it in the chat? Maybe that's what. Maybe I shouldn't have put it in the chat.
No, she was on. Yeah, I remember her 10 days ago when we came in together.
Okay. Okay. It said added by bot. All right. Okay. Oh Lord. Let me go back to my TikTok on my laptop and see. Maybe I'm getting messages over there. I just don't know.
I'm about to kill this doggone thing. The
Nah.
are you human? No, the are you human? Are you human? Are you human?
I just found some more hate mail. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to say this for anyway.
I don't get it, man. I'm really trying to understand. A lot of people just.
Because this country was never designed for us to have a voice, brother.
I'm
We were
seeing
supposed
that,
to sit,
man.
we were supposed to sit there and be silent and take whatever comes our way.
Yeah,
Because he said so was supposed to be the only thing and the only reason we existed.
man, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, man, it's crazy how people believe that they're allowed to gatekeep their culture, but the moment we start putting up fences, they get offended. Talking about you can't, you can't, you can't do this or you can't do that. Well, we can't do that in your country. Why she better do that now? I can't go to. I listen. They got mob justice in Africa. Okay, they still got mob justice in Africa. If you get in an accident or you do something wrong, like when I was there, I saw an accident. Well, I didn't see it, but we drove by an accident, and the driver and the driver and the motorcycle that hit somebody tried to get away. They hammed that dude up, took him off the motorcycle, stripped his shirt off his back, slapped him around, and waited for the. And listen, when the police got there, they didn't do nothing but take the beat up guy away.
Of course.
They didn't put nobody in. They didn't say, "Oh, you shouldn't have hit him. You going to jail," like they do over here. No, they just said, "What's going on? Oh, he did what?" And took him to jail. See, we don't got mob justice here. They lucky we don't got mob justice here.
Well, in that case,
But they
yes,
got
they
over
really
there.
are.
You're not gonna sit there and denigrate no African over there. It's gonna be they're gonna enact that mob justice. But they get mad when we try to just put our little fence around and say, "Hey, you can't go past this line, brother." You maybe and before you thought it was okay, but it's never been okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. So I saw them strip this dude's shirt off his back. Little motorist got in an accident, and they be listen. You talk about drinking and driving. Oh, they drink and drive out there.
I mean, again, they don't have. This is again why certain cultures, certain civilizations, certain countries that we end up going to, we end up.
There ain't no. You need to go 35 miles per hour. They just be like, they got to put speed bumps all over the place because they be speeding all the dang time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, them drivers in Africa, brother. Man, don't go to sleep with
Stop
anybody.
signs for the other guy.
Don't go to sleep with anybody driving an African, man. Man, I was out there. Listen, I was out there. They took me out to this little club place, and we had a good time. And the brother, the cousin of my wife, he's just sipping on some vodka while he driving. And I'm like, and I'm sitting in the driver's side. I'm sitting in the passenger side. I'm like, man, just stay awake, man. Steer the wheel. There was a couple times he got a swerve when I had to grab the wheel and bring him back. Oh yeah, they do that. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. I said, I'm not driving with this dude if we gonna keep drinking like this. Oh no. They get in accidents out there and they start cussing each other out.
Yeah, I could
And it's
assume
their
that
fault.
day.
It's their fault. And then like they got insurance like we got insurance. They got some sort of insurance. But it ain't nothing like what we got. I was like, these you hear all the time of buses full of people falling off the cliff because the driver then fell asleep. This is crazy. I was like, oh, golly.
Man, how many of these motherfucking things I got to God bless it do?
What's it telling you to do?
It keep giving me this freaking verify. You human crap. And just don't stop.
Okay, let me see this. Okay.
Like 9 freaking puzzles, 12, 15 puzzles on this piece. Keep coming, do it again. Try again. Please try again. Oh, fuck you, skip. I ain't trying to do this no more. Goodness gracious.
Okay, let me do this real quick. Just check everybody real quick. Okay, I just got your email. Let me send out another email, compose another Discord. And I'll start inviting people. Copy. Okay, some that just got sent back to me. Okay. Discord got sent back to me.
No, man, I think I realized what I was doing.
Okay. I got something from you, cousin. Hold on, let me see what this is. I got something from you.
No, this was just. I only thought they wanted one image. They wanted both images in. By the time I realized that I'd been through 30 of them. So it's my fault. I'm just overlooking the simplest things.
Okay, yep, that's you right there in the general. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm probably going to stop a lot of these messages coming in because I've been using this Discord only for like my AI and things like that, just like people run AI news. So that's what I've been using it for. So I might switch it over. Have another general chat. If you go into the general discussions, that's the general chat that everybody can use right now. We have the welcome channel right here. I broke it up into categories so everybody can see it. Let's see here. Mongo just showed up. Okay, we got Mongo in there. I just sent 𝗔𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀𝗶. I just sent you. Hold on real quick. Let me get this call real quick. Hold on. It's my wife. All right. I guess she's still not able to get through to me. Hold on. Hold on real quick. All right, I'm just texting my wife real quick. Hold on, you guys. Let me see. Let me bring everybody back up. Let me see what this dude wants real quick, man. Oh my God. Hold on, King, man. You gotta hold on, brother. Just hold on, man. We'll talk to you in just a second, man. Hold on. All right. What's going on, King? Talk to me real quick, brother. Real quick. You can go ahead and unmute your mic.
All right, I'm not gonna keep you long. I kind of respect you and what you got going on, the same way I respect all type of people. That's
Okay.
why the first time I ever joined your live, I started by telling you my roots, which is I know my family line and I know who I am.
Okay.
The same way I respect all type of people that choose to be who they are. Whenever I join your live a couple of times, I see you asking people about their lineage and everything. And most recently, I joined also a Pan-African platform where I'm also concerned about the same thing, which is the unity of all melanated people all across the globe. So the main question that I was asking them, and they believe, was I spoke to a couple of brothers in the African American community that claim outright to me that they don't have any lineage from the African land. They're basically indigenous to the American land. So that question was asked, and to all of their knowledge, there was no black people in the Americas before or prior to the slave trade. Even though me growing up in Africa, I have heard stories of the kingdom of Mali and other kingdoms that migrated across the sea. But on their side, what they're telling me is that there was no what you call categorically African black people on this side prior to what you call the transatlantic slavery. So that brings me to the question to you, stating that okay, you are foundational Black Americans, which is you claiming your roots and the indigenous of this land. Even though going through college, I met a lot of my African American brothers. When I look at them, there is a resemblance from people of the land back in Africa. But now I just want to know what proof and what evidence do you have on what you claiming to be indigenous from this land? How far can you trace back your roots? Basically, not leaning to
All right.
what you
We
call
can go back as far as the 1400 exploration, the 1500 explorations. Okay. You got to understand that, first of all, whenever the Portuguese, the Spanish, the Britons, when they traveled over here, okay, they brought guides. You know guides, right? They
that
brought
is
people
true.
who
Yes,
knew the landscape of the land, who claimed they'd been here before, and claimed they knew how to talk to the people. Those were usually Moors or black people. That was us.
yes,
Okay, we were
yes,
on those expeditions with them. Okay, they weren't slaves; they were part of the crew. Okay, and they claimed to be able to speak the language of the indigenous people there, or at least know how to communicate with them. They were able to have some sort of communication where both sides understood. Now, Van Wooten is one of them. Alexander Van Wooten. He's documented. He's a YT explorer. And he said that this is the land of the Negroes. He said that the people that he encountered when he saw over in the Americas were already black. Now we also know, even in America, they classify. Thank God. See, God put us in a country that they documented everything that we did here in the U.S. We have paperwork where it shows American Creole, American Negro, and then it says African Negro. Why would they need to specify American Negro versus African Negro if they're all the same? We have documentation, and it showed their skills. It showed their jobs, what they were able. So they weren't taking unskilled workers. They were taking skilled workers, people who were blacksmiths, people who were coopers. They
Yeah,
had many,
that kind of lead me to
many
this.
skills. They
Yeah,
needed those skills to build America. So they weren't just
no,
getting
no.
people
So
that
to
could
that
just pick
point,
cotton.
to okay,
They
to
were
that
getting
point,
people that
no,
had
to that point, yeah,
that were, listen up. They had people that were skilled in architecture, surveyors. They had all that. Okay,
yeah,
and it's
to that point
well,
that you're
it's
mentioning.
well
Let me just.
documented.
I'm sorry to
And
cut
guess
you off.
hold on. And it
Yeah,
showed the price of each one. The more skilled you were, the more you cost.
yeah, to that point that you're mentioning, us in
So why
Africa,
would
like
they
me,
need to say, hold on,
let me just,
listen. No,
yeah,
I'm gonna let you talk, but listen,
yeah.
why would they need to say African Negro and then American Negro? We had something called civilized slaves or civilized tribes, and then we had uncivilized tribes. Okay? The red tribes were usually the more Asiatic tribes, which we know as the Native Americans today. Those were the civilized tribes. Okay? The uncivilized tribes were the darker skinned tribes. The dark ones. They called them uncivilized. So why would they need to say uncivilized and civilized if there wasn't a difference? If there wasn't, and the difference was the color. Now, a lot of the tribes that we know of today are made up tribes. Seminole Indians, Seminole means runaway. That's a made up tribe of black people. Of us. We were already here. They knew exactly what they got. They made sure the ones that came to America were the skilled ones. We had all the skills. Even after
Okay,
Reconstruction, we had all the skills, and they
I
had to bring in
under,
another group in the 1900s, which were the 𝗖𝗄𝗃𝘁𝗃, the Italians, the Polish, the Germans, the Irish. All of them. They brought over indentured servants and people to settle the land that had skills.
but
So
you
they
know
didn't have to
everything.
hire black people because we had all the skills. So
Okay,
we were already here. And it's documented in the 1400s, in the 1500s, in the 1600s. It's documented. They wrote books about it. They said the West Indies. Why did they call the Caribbeans the West Indies? Because they look like Indian people from India.
okay, just give me a chance. I understand your point, but let me tell you another thing. Throughout our history of the kingdoms of Africa, we also have skilled people that live within these kingdoms, people that knew how to mine, how to find gold, how to find all these precious minerals, how to build. So the whole transatlantic slave trade was about what?
Did you know
Getting
that we
skilled.
started your agriculture? Did you know that the people over here started your agriculture over there because you guys
You,
weren't into
you see that
agriculture like
that's
we
the
were?
point.
Did you know
Those
that?
kingdoms were practicing all those agricultural. They had all the
We had
skills.
it here in America first. We had different y'all got, and I'll look it up. I don't know the exact, but y'all got certain fruits and vegetables that y'all didn't have there before until when we brought it over.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
do
It
your
came
due
from us.
diligence. Listen. The
It came from
reason
us.
why you and me we are having this conversation because we all have curious mind and we're trying to learn and understand the proper understanding. Let me tell you this. I know the whole main reason for that transatlantic slave trade was not just to bring uncivilized people to the Americas. The people that was taken from the coast of West Africa were people that are craftsmen, people that knew what they was doing. People was put into these boats and mistreated, like taken from their families, from their kingdom, and brought here because of their knowledge, so that they
They
can
were
participate in
sold.
this
They
land.
were sold. They were sold. Y'all sold us. That's how they got over here. That's how the African slaves got over here. The African ancestors, that's how they got over here. They were sold. They were captured and sold in slavery. And it was the ones, listen, the ones that came in America, they
Traded.
didn't have any piercings on them. They didn't
So
have any marks
my
on their body.
understanding now, you know for a fact this part of history do
Yeah,
exist.
it's
But what are
documented,
you?
brother. It's
So
documented.
now, for example, the first thing you ever asked me was, where am I from? What tribe am I from? So if I ask you that same question, like, what are you? What's your family tree? What's your
I can
family
tell you.
name? Who are you?
I can trace my lineage back to at least 1833 right now, and I can go back even further because it's documented. I just have to find the documents. It's all documented.
You
Every
see,
slave,
you
we
have
were
to
the
find
first
it.
stocks and bonds.
Most
Listen,
of
slaves were the
Go ahead.
first stocks and bonds. Slaves were the first stocks and bonds. So they wrote everything down. We were traded on the New York
So,
Stock Exchange. We were the
exactly.
first
So you
stocks and
saying
bonds. So
slaves?
we're
You
documented. Yes, we're
okay? You saying
documented,
slaves
sir.
were traded, right? But
Of
those
course.
slaves have a lineage. They
They
come
had
from
a
a
bill of
particular
receipt. They
family.
had a
You
bill of
understand?
receipt.
No, no, I understand. So those slaves that you're saying that they were traded, I'm going back to their lineage. They have a source. They have a family
Their
tree.
tribe, listen up. Those
You
tribes,
understand?
yeah, but listen, those tribes don't even exist anymore. They got wiped
You
out.
see, that's what you are saying.
That's what happened.
That's why I want you to do your due
That's what
diligence.
happened, sir.
You
That's what
see,
happened.
that's what you're saying. But I want you to do your due diligence because there is the story of, for example, right?
Listen,
Let me tell
listen.
you.
If I have family members that were still living in Africa, they would show up. None of
No,
it
no.
shows up.
Let me tell
It
you
only
the
shows
example.
up the
The
ones in
example.
America. It only shows the
No,
one in America. It doesn't go
there is
past America and
no,
go
no,
into
no.
Africa.
There is an
That says
example.
that I probably come from that region over there. It says my ancestors probably came from this area over there, but
So
none of my ancestors, none of my family members are
no.
living
So I'm giving
today
you just an
in Africa,
example.
brother. They're not.
I'm giving you just an
We're
example.
not
For
continental
example, right?
Africans. We're Americans.
Listen now. For one example, I might give you. You can look up this story. This is written. There is even when you go to the Library of Congress, there is the story of a particular slave that was sold, but he was actually a prince from a kingdom in Africa. And what happened? He spent all his young youth life as a slave. And by the time he turned 65 to 70, he was able to petition the Congress and try to find his own freedom to buy his freedom back. This is a story that's written. That means that man never stopped looking for his, never stopped keeping his root and still try to find his freedom after everything. So it's the same thing. Some people that were sold here, yes, you're gonna say that they lost their line or from their original family, but indeed that original family exists. So I'm not doubting anyone who is saying, okay, I'm foundational American, but indeed, even if you are a foundational American, somewhere that foundation that you have a root from a family somewhere. That's the main point. Me, I'm here in America, right? You got many people
Brother,
We
in
I
understand that.
hear what you're saying, brother. And what I can only say to you so that you understand the difference in how this is going to go. That young prince who suffered this terrible chattel slavery was one generation from remembering everything about his past. Everything. He had just left his country. He may have been over here for an extended period of time, but his only memory was of his homeland. He had not been in any way, for lack of a better way to say this, broken or uneducated and misinformed or turned from who he was. You understand that? That's just one person. He just left the country. He spent 80, 30 years, 60 years in bondage and went back and petitioned the United States government to go back and get back to his kingdom. That is not the average slave's particular journey and or story and or history. While I
totally
get,
correct.
while I
Totally correct.
get, I get that that was his singular journey. We cannot extrapolate an entire diasporic form or family because of one particular leaf on a tree. That makes sense to you?
It makes sense, but that means that the other side of the tree or the other root of the tree still went through the same similar story. Maybe they never was able to find their root or go back to what he was able to do because he was a learned man and he knew the language. He used to write letters and
But
all
you're
that.
talking 12
But
Years a Slave. You're talking about the movie 12 Years a Slave?
no,
No,
I'm not.
no. He's
This
talking.
don't have
There
nothing to
was.
do with
I've heard this tale. I've heard this, so I know what he's saying, and
I
it
think
is
they made a
true.
movie about it. It's called 12 Years a Slave.
Right. I think. Well, they Americanized it, but yeah.
I mean, that's the movie he's talking about. That's what he's talking about. Okay? And I'm not saying, I don't know if it's real or not.
I appreciate you guys. The only thing is, we all need to use what you call critical thinking in our research, and just acknowledge all type of people. We are all different, but
Here's what you need to acknowledge, King. We are foundational Black Americans. We had an ethnogenesis. We don't have the African mindset. We have a Black consciousness. We have a spiritual. We have a whole different spirit than y'all have over there. It's different because of the trauma, because of the things that we went through, because of the things we experienced. It's a unique. No one has ever experienced what we've experienced here in America. It's not the same.
that is true. No one is denying that. But that won't
You gotta
make you.
respect. You gotta
But
respect it.
if you're not respecting it,
You
you
gotta
are
respect
denying it.
You are
When
denying
you
it.
when you back a cat into the wall and he has to defend himself, that's what we've been done. It's a new something breaks. Your mind breaks when you don't have nowhere to flee to, and all you got to do is stand on business.
You see,
That alone
you
right
see
there
that just you mentioned right now.
changes you.
Me personally, I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about other people. I understand that trauma. I have lived in Harlem. I have seen like rooted foundational Black Americans that live in the neighborhood, and you see. But the point is, I'm trying to spark something that tells you, okay, it doesn't matter. Whatever you went through, that cannot stop you from investing within yourself and your community to help your people by opening either a
We're
business
doing
or
that,
this or
brother.
that.
We're doing that now, brother. We're
Exactly.
doing it. And we've
But
been doing
what
that.
gave you the impression that we
And we
weren't
were.
doing that?
No,
What
what gave me that
Listen,
impression is because
King,
whenever
King.
you talk to a foundational Black American, they're always complaining about other people
What?
instead of
No,
just,
they're
yeah,
only complaining about the tether class. They're not complaining about other people. There are multiple groups. There are multiple ethnic groups within America. And each of those ethnic groups has a tether class.
And we're
Those are
calling
the
them out.
only people that they are talking about, or should I say,
We're calling
we
them out
are
because you
talking
know
about.
why we're calling them out? Because you guys don't call them out, so we gotta call them out. So yes, we're gonna call out any tether class, anybody that thinks they can wag their finger at us and tell us what we need to be doing, when all we can do is look at their homeland and be like, brother, shut your mouth, just be quiet.
And
We don't have
then we
anything
find
that we
out
can talk
that
about.
because you put us in the position of telling you after we've looked at your homeland and we tell you shut up, now we look bad like we're being mean to you all.
And we're
When
not.
no,
all you had to
but you
do
know,
All the
was stay
attacks.
quiet and all you
Listen,
had
brother.
to do was sit patiently and learn.
Always
But
listen.
instead, not you necessarily,
We as foundational Black
We're talking
Americans,
about particularly to the tether class.
we as
Instead
foundational
of
Black Americans have never shot the first shot. We never clowned y'all first. We never denigrated y'all first. In fact, we are the only ones that big up Africa. Black Americans are the only ones that say, hey man, especially the ones that went over there, hey man, it's not what y'all think. It's not what they're showing y'all on the TV. It's great. It's fantastic. We're the only ones when something happens to over there in Africa. We're the ones that make sure we shine a light on it because they don't necessarily report it in the news. But when we find out what's going on, we make sure everybody knows. When the apartheid was going on in South Africa, who do you think helped in that? It was us. When we created songs like "We Are the World," that was about y'all. We were
not to
shining
say
light
anything
on what was
against my,
going
my,
on
my
in
other family members
Africa.
in the diaspora, but did you hear any Asian member of the human family say anything. They came on board afterwards, of course. Afterwards. But the
So
first step was taken by who?
come on,
Foundational Black Americans.
come on. Now see what's going on is y'all are just catching strays, brother. Good people are gonna catch strays. There's something called casualties of WAR. It happens. It doesn't. We don't mean it to happen, but because y'all don't check your
Collateral
tether class,
damage.
yeah. If y'all don't check your tether class, somebody's feelings gonna get hurt.
No, but you have to understand, someone like me can be able to check it at a class, but other people don't have the same
Well, you
level
better
of
get them
knowledge
together.
and
You
understanding.
better make them check their tether class. Because if they don't, we are gonna check them, and people are
Right.
gonna catch strays, and people are
Okay,
gonna
so
be
going through the statistics, when we look at it right now, we look at like last year, right? When you look at really all the food that's being consumed here in America, when you look at it, sub-Saharan Africa import in America here all of the food that's being consumed. Last year alone, more than how many billions of dollars? So all of the foundational Black American, that's really, I know the struggle is real to be able to do everything here and farm your things and be able to produce for your community and everything. But when you look at all of the neighborhoods, when you go, you're gonna find someone coming from another side and he's coming and opening a business where everyone is consuming because the media and everything else is going on has made many of the Black American consumers than what you call really like creators that's providing something for their own communities.
right. We have a lot of. Well, listen, there's always gonna be more consumers than producers in any lineage. There's always gonna be more consumers than producers in any lineage. We've never stopped creating, brother. We never start patenting our stuff. We never stop being doing great things. A lot of things that you're using over there in your homeland is because of what we invented over here. We got over 50,000 patents, brother. We haven't stopped. Now we understand that when we invent something like hip hop, that guess what happens? Some other person comes over and tries to capitalize off of what we already started and done. That's always been happening. We have the first automobile. The first automobile was Floyd Patterson, and they guess what? They made sure that brother's car never really got to market, never really got widespread and known.
Brother, why do you think they didn't let
We're always being
the
sabotaged, brother.
women
Always.
of the Hidden Figures movie, why do you think it took them almost 60 years to recognize what they did? And the federal government didn't do it. Hollywood did it.
Yep.
Okay? The federal government did not do that.
Yeah, trust me, I understand. Trust me, I know.
So the idea that we haven't been moving forward, it's not that we haven't been moving forward. We haven't been getting the credit.
Thank you.
Do you understand?
A lot of people don't know about Tulsa, Oklahoma. A lot of people don't know about Lake Lanier. A lot of people still don't know about Rosewood. These are real black
Yeah, I look at it.
thriving towns that they destroyed. And they actually dropped bombs on a lot of these towns. They actually dropped bombs.
The
Like
first
in an
bombing of an
airplane
American
and
town was
bombed an
Tulsa,
American town.
Oklahoma.
Bombed it.
It was not New York in 9/11.
Bombed
It was
it.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's right.
Everything we do that's great, they try to co-opt it, they try to take it, they try to take it over. Everything, brother. Everything. We've been under attack more than any other group possible. And guess what? We're still standing 10 toes down and we're still doing phenomenal.
You're undefeated.
You and undefeated. Y'all people, if y'all got attacked like we got attacked, y'all couldn't do it. But we did. By the grace of the most
Most
high.
high.
That's how
That's
you
it.
know there's a God, because we exist.
You got to look at it like this, brother, in real simplest forms. Our numbers and where we have been
To be
for the
200 million
last
already.
No, I'm just outright. Our numbers against the population versus some of our African brothers and sisters and the accomplishments that have come forth against the same Western neo-colonial powers, except the numbers that we are surrounded by versus the numbers that you are surrounded by. Okay? The difference that we have to say it in, we understand that our African brothers and sisters don't see black. We get it. Everywhere you look is from our perspective and our view, everywhere you look is a black person. So no, you all don't see black. We get that. We understand that. And I hope that comes across without being condescending. Okay. But when you all come to America, as you learn, you become black.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to stop.
Okay.
We're trying to stop that. We don't want you to become black when you come over here. We don't want you to become
right.
black.
They don't want you to do. Yeah, that's the last thing they want. So they're doing everything in their power to stop you from further imbuing any potential energies onto our already phenomenal energy. And the tether class is making sure that that happens. Okay? They may think they're doing it for personal reasons, for their own particular gain, but in this country, as a non-foundational Black American, all your success, every second of your success is definitely being used against us, foundational Black Americans.
And we know.
Mm-hmm.
You look at Byron Donald, again, second generation immigrant, moved up in government, squatted on everything FBA said, spoke on.
Listen, you guys
Can't even get an invite to the White House right now, can he?
Yeah. Listen, you guys can't even get into politics unless we vote for y'all. It's us voting for y'all, thinking y'all are like us.
That's it.
YT people is not voting for y'all like that. Hispanics are not voting for y'all like that. Asians are not voting for y'all like that. You better thank the Black community if you guys get into politics. We put you there. And then when you get into politics, you start what? Acting like you're not going to do nothing.
I'm not going to say that, bro. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that.
Who's putting them in
Because,
office?
see, they will use a black face, conservative immigrant.
Yeah, once they get up in there, okay, yeah, you're right.
No,
you're right.
as they will use him.
Yeah, they will use y'all at the buffer class. They will use y'all, put y'all in place,
and say, see how progressive we are.
to speak their mindset. As
Exactly. But you haven't changed a dot from where they going. You ain't took a millisecond of a step out of where they was already in line.
They're getting y'all in office because they're using you guys to offset us. When they need a black face to start speaking white talking points, that they're not going to use one of us, because one of us going to be like, hell no, that ain't popping. Now maybe some of our Sambos will. We do got Sambos that do that. The Al Sharptons, the Jesse Jacksons. We do have Sambos that do that. And but guess what? Everybody in the black community already know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't rock with them.
Moist boy.
Yeah. Moist Watkins.
Yeah, I completely understand your point.
We
It's
don't rock
just
with Moist Watkins.
I'm more of a kind of a learner, and I kind of try to treat everyone the way they want to be treated, and just evolve in whatever I'm trying to do. Because the way I see myself is that, okay, I'm evolving on this side of the world, and I'm also evolving in Africa. So anyone in this side that considers himself a Black foundational American that's trying to do something on the other side of the world, I'm trying to be just someone who can offer knowledge. That's all. It's kind of hard whenever you turn around, you're seeing people against each other. When people is saying, okay, I'm only this, I don't want to mingle with this type of people. That's not really the sense of what you call
But that's
humanity.
not Black Americans, brother. That's y'all doing that. That's on your side. Y'all the one that come over here and
Huh?
y'all move into our
Come on.
community and then y'all
Respect, right?
separate yourself as
That's
quickly
right.
as you can. We don't do that, brother. We don't. When I go to Africa, I'm mingling with everybody in the community. I'm not trying to separate myself with a bunch of Black Americans, even though I'm grateful when I see them out there. But I'm not over here.
Ilhan Omar, not to
I
rain on
don't
this
build a
parade.
community just for Black Americans in somebody else's community that you guys do when y'all get here. Y'all build a little Africa, y'all build a little Haiti, y'all build a little Jamaica. Y'all do that. Y'all separate yourselves from us. We don't do that to y'all, brother. We always been, come on, brother, come to the cookout. We welcome everybody. Now, are we going to do that moving forward? No.
Nah, we
It
done with
hasn't
that. No
changed.
more,
No, that,
no more
that that pass has been
kumbayas.
that
That's
pass has
done.
been vetoed and revoked.
That's done.
Yeah,
Are you
we
guys going to get into office like you've been getting into in our politics? No.
probably
That thing
not.
is done. Anybody with a weird last name that doesn't sound like ours, or we don't check their lineage, or they don't come from foundational Black American community, we're not voting for them anymore, brother. We're putting a stop to that because you have been harming us. Y'all have secret meetings about us. We don't have secret meetings about anybody in Africa or anybody from the Caribbean. We don't do
We
that.
don't have secret meetings about anyone from
Period. They
anywhere.
don't even allow
Right.
us to have secret meetings. Really, they gotta watch. You see, every time we start
You well,
talking,
see
they got
you
agents in
from
our
your
room.
perspective,
They got
from
YT
your
people in our
perspective,
room,
brother.
and everybody wants to know what Black Americans are doing. Everybody, Asians want to know, Indians want to know,
'Cause they want to know
YTs want
what's
to
the
know,
next big
Africans
thing.
want to know,
Brother,
Caribbeans
if
want to know.
you don't
They're all
understand that
curious,
if
and
they used to believe
they all feel like they have a right to listen in on us and be what they all feel like we don't have a right to say get out of here because all of a sudden we're xenophobic, but they have a right to come into our meetings and listen to us
they made
and
it
talk against us.
illegal
And
for
that's wrong.
more than 5 Black people to
That's correct.
gather at one time
Nah, boy.
without a white T person
That was
present.
a law.
Yeah, I
Do you not
remember
understand this, young star?
that we consider the game if it's 5 or more or 2 or more.
Well, you again. The idea was we can't let them come
Yeah.
together,
And
Yeah.
figure it out.
That is,
no matter how small the number seems.
hmm
If it's not a husband and wife, and we have the right to interfere and step in there and bang his wife when he can't say still squat.
right.
Otherwise, I'll bang him too.
Right. These are
All right, too
facts.
much. It was nice sharing knowledge with you and listening to what you guys have to say. And the main thing I will leave you with is that no matter what it is, just keep the positive thing. In any type of people, you got the positive one, you got the negative ones. But all of us are only here on this plane of existence for a limited of time. So the best you can do is what can you do good for this humanity. But
You
other than
don't
that,
think you don't think foundational Black Americans have been
no,
good for humanity?
you are. I'm not saying you are not. Some of you, I'm not gonna sit down here and say all of you are 100% what you're saying. Some of you
Brother,
are
it's
good.
happening.
Some of you are
It's not
not.
happening
African, same thing.
because we're
All
doing
type of people are the
anything.
same.
This is what you're not getting. It's not happening because we are doing anything.
We're minding our
It's
business.
being bestowed upon us.
Okay.
And
If
Do
you
you
if
not
you
see?
wanna
This is
if
the
you wanna
difference. You
listen,
think that
listen
there's
now,
this
cousin,
collective
cousin,
mindset, or
cousin,
you appear to
cousin.
believe
If
that
you
there's
wanna
this
go,
collective
if you
mindset.
listen, cousin, if you wanna go
Uh
into
huh.
bestow upon us and going back to like understanding of religion, that's a whole other topic because we got different views. I can go on and ramp with you and tell you everything about the real story of creation and what is really going on from the seen and the unseen and how mankind have an enemy that's not really his fellow man. All that is another story for another day. Maybe the day you have a topic related
You
to
know what,
religion,
brother? I
I will
actually,
bring knowledge.
I'm gonna tell you like to know, young star. Listen, I actually am a student of human history. I actually would have no problem with this particular conversation at another time. Now, my particular, I have gone back I'll say it like this. As to the specifics of who and when, no, I won't go say I have knowledge of those particular intricacies. However,
Have you ever read the book? Yeah, go ahead.
I have no problem acknowledging that the concept of Pangea and human beings around then, oh, absolutely, I believe that 100%. So any of these particular stories that didn't make it into quote unquote white tea history, I got no problem accepting that those things were there.
Yeah, I want
Part
you to
of
look up
part
the
of white tea
author.
supremacy and culture was to destroy, or supposedly to attempt to destroy, the history of other cultures.
Yeah, I want you to
This
take
is
the
why
time and
I'm
look
a
up.
huge fan of any particular stories and or
Yeah,
things
since
related
you
to
say you
Timbuktu.
are
No, hear
you.
me out.
Go ahead.
I'm particularly interested in those things. I love that history. That is one of the things well, let's just say it's a passion of mine.
That's
I
fine.
just want you to understand what I'm
I
saying.
understand you.
I want you to,
But
so
since
the
you are a
idea of
student of
going
human
beyond this
history,
other, yeah, I'm down with that. That's
that's
not going to be a
fine.
conversation you going to scare me from.
That's fine. Look up a book at the meantime or an author named 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀
Okay,
𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀
now wait a minute. Hold
is
up.
the
Whoa. I mean no disrespect when I say this, okay?
yeah.
You have a heavy accent and you speak fast. If you're going to give me an author or a book, you're going to have to slow down so that I can actually hear the name and the author, and it would be real helpful if you could spell it.
Okay. Maybe I take the time and do that for you before I go.
All
Look
right.
up 𝗥. It's CHEI.
Keep going. I got a pen in my hand.
He's like, keep going. I got a pen in my hand. 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀. Just
CH.
look up 𝗤𝗐𝗁𝐶𝗂𝗁.
Uh
Anta,
huh.
which is ANTA, and the last name is Diop. DIOP.
Oh, him. Okay. Honest, listen, man. As I said, I like to delve into the history. So the idea of Dr. John Henry Clarke, I am a student of. I believe in his philosophy. I've followed his work, so I understand how these particular things go back. As I said, you're not gonna scare me off this, but anyway, I'm
I am
assuming the
not
rest of the
indeed.
brothers
No,
don't necessarily want to
I
know
just rather
and
share
get,
with you than scare you in any way. I rather just learn from you also. But I'll
Well,
catch
bro,
up with you
I'm just
guys another
simply
day.
saying, listen, we have more in common than this particular attempted skirmish that is trying to rear itself as an actual skirmish, because it's not. You
No,
understand what I'm saying?
I don't use big words, man. Maybe I
Well, let me
understand
say
it,
it
but
like
I
that.
don't.
It's a pretend WAR and not a real WAR. It's fake. It's my feelings are hurt WAR. It ain't real WAR. It's I'm sorry, man. I brought up in the age of Archie Bunker and George Jefferson. If I ain't throwing straight jabs, haymakers, and killers, this ain't a fight.
All right, too much. It was a pleasure. I'll talk to you another time.
All right, brother. We'll talk again, brother.
I'm sorry. Did I go too far, fellas? My friends and family.
No.
No,
But these
you.
guys got to understand. We just started deciding not to give them our love
I'm just
in
gonna
our
start bringing
passion.
people up real quick, guys, and we'll talk for a little bit. But we're gonna do a rain check. We're gonna really get on point next week. We'll get the emails out to the right people. I just added some more people to the Discord. Those who were able to sign up. Mills, are you in the group with us?
I think I got the thing from who was that? Somebody sent me it. I got. I think that's the Discord. I gotta check. I gotta check my inbox.
I need everybody to. I'm gonna preach all week while I'm doing these lives that you guys get on the Discord. If you're a subscriber to this channel, if you pay for your $3 subscription and your FBA, you're allowed in the group. You're
And I
allowed.
gotta. I'm gotta put some money on my card. So yeah. So I
Yeah,
can.
you're
Yeah,
allowed in the group. You're allowed in the group, and we'll send you the email. We'll send you everything. And we just had a little bit of a family situation. 𝗣𝗲𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀 mother had a heart attack, and she that carries all the
Some
emails.
prayers to her.
Yeah. So we're sending prayers to her. We're sending positive energy to her. We're asking for God to just, give her some peace right now because they're going through. Not that her mom is she's still with us, so that's a positive
That's a
thing.
positive thing,
That
right?
they can, work through the emotions to get her back to where she needs to be back, and we're praying for a speedy recovery for her mom as well.
Right.
So, we'll get things happen, but we didn't really get a chance to really put backups in place. We're definitely going to start doing that throughout the week to get everything going. Miss NJ, she texted me about the
Zoom. Yeah.
Zoom, but I still don't know how to get into it. She did text me. I don't know if they're having a Zoom without it. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm going to assume that that's probably not happening.
Right.
What I'm going to say is that this was the opening run of the trial run, and we'll get it back. We'll get it together.
Yeah. We
Don't worry about it. Mistakes gonna happen every day.
We fell off the
Rome
bike.
wasn't built in a day. Next.
We fell off the bike. We're gonna get back on the bike. Okay.
That's right.
And then it's the holiday weekend too. Like I said, my wife comes in Tuesday. So once she comes in, things are gonna be running a lot more smoother. I'm gonna do my due diligence to take care of the needs of my
I'm gonna say it again, man. I don't know how you think you get things running smoother and your wife showed up. Okay.
Well, it's gonna run smoother. You watch. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
No, brother. I only mean you finna enjoy yourself, but I ain't running away from where I went from. You finna enjoy yourself. Enjoy it. I don't know if things be running smooth. Hey, shit. Then hey, that she. Oh yeah, come hey.
You already said they trying to make a baby, so you know that.
Oh, it ain't got nothing to do with no damn baby. That's just the freaking excuse. Get the freak out of here. I like that.
Let me tell y'all, man. Listen, man.
That's a decent way of putting it.
My wife is like a glove, man. She just knows how to get in sync. She knows what I need before I want and need it. Like she anticipates everything I'm gonna do. Like she's gonna get me more work. Like I'm not organized. I'm gonna be honest. That's not my skill, the organization.
Right.
But she's gonna get me right.
I would actually speak to that as.
And again, y'all gonna see your boy attire is about to change. Like I said, if y'all see me in Carlton sweaters and things like that, it wasn't me.
Oh, okay. Oh, no.
That's her dressing me. Y'all might see some African at
Look,
times.
he's
Okay.
about to drop the hat and everything.
I'm FBA, but my wife say I gotta dress like this. I'm done.
Listen, the only reason why y'all see the beard is because my wife says I like a mature looking man, and she likes the beard. So I rock the beard. Usually I'm just
Listen, man, forgive me. I would say only thing I would say is grooming. That's it.
Yeah.
Sharpen it up. Keep it tight. There ain't no sense in running raw and ragged. Keep it tight.
Hey man, listen.
I do. Hey,
listen. I run out here, man. But she gonna have me. She gonna make sure all that is tight. She gonna make sure all that is tight.
Right.
And I'm cool with it. I don't care. I'm not. Listen. I'm one of them guys that I'll I'll buy 5 black T-shirts because I look nice in them. I'll buy 5 T-shirts, and I'll wear that every day.
I know
It'll be
that.
a
Wait a
different
minute.
outfit.
Well, first off,
It'll be clean, but it'll be the same thing. Oh, because it's like I don't want to waste my creativity on trying to figure out.
honestly, that's what Einstein did,
I
brother.
don't want
That's
to
what
spend time
exactly what
I don't want
Einstein
to
did.
spend time putting it together and none of that stuff. That's a waste of time to me.
Exactly.
I rather, when my wife is here, she has my clothes laid out, ironed already. I don't iron. I don't even iron. I just throw stuff on. I don't. But when my wife here, she gonna have everything pressed up the night before and have everything together, and y'all gonna be like, what happened to this brother? It's gonna be like when I was selling. It's
Wait,
gonna
wait.
be like when I
He
was
went
selling
from being
investments
cool
out
to
of
being
my-
professional. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Hey, you know that I'm thinking about that movie. What's the name of that movie? When he was the news reporter when he first came, he what's his name? He played in the on that one show. I can't think of the name of the movie. It came out in the 80s. But he was all, he was all wearing shorts and t-shirts. Then when they got him up, and he was a news reporter, he wearing suits and he changed his whole persona. Then he kept saying himself as a white T-man. I can't think of the name of the movie. I know y'all seen it. What's the movie? With TC, I think it's TC Carson.
Yeah, that's
think
it.
that's
That's
his
the boy.
name.
Because that's the boy. Goodness gracious. Well, I like this guy as a character actor, but he's been around so long and he's played every freaking character.
Right. He played in with Queen Latifah and them. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the movie.
I mean Kyle Barker. Y'all know who he played, Kyle Barker.
Yeah, it was him and twins, wasn't it? Twin brother or something like that?
No,
He was the father's illegitimate son. Turned out he was with a
one
black
of the
woman.
movies Yeah.
What
But
movie y'all
this
talking
movie,
about?
I think his name TC Carson or something like that. I forgot his name.
No, that wasn't. What was it? T.C. Carson?
I think it
You're telling
was.
me?
I don't know.
Damn,
Hold
you
on.
might be right.
Hold on.
Yeah, go find that movie because I got to figure out what movie. Sweet Wolf. How
Good
you doing?
morning, y'all. I had to run my
Good
ear.
morning, my sister.
Morning,
We
Steve.
missed the Zoom call today. I don't know if you heard. 𝗣𝗲𝗿𝗵𝘁𝘂𝘁𝗄𝗏, who controls the emails and keeps us all the tasks, her mother suffered a heart attack on Saturday.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to get one of y'all my numbers. I'm a Taurus for real, y'all. You might
Baby, it just
understand.
happened, baby. It just happened, baby. It literally just happened. So we
I'm
can't.
saying like the
It ain't no
isolation
sense.
by myself. I'm a Taurus for real in that way.
I'm like that too. I'm a
So
Taurus.
you might have to call me and put out an APP. Because you can
It's
understand that,
cute
can't
when
you?
I hear you Tauruses talk about how isolated y'all are. And we Capricorns look at y'all like
Capricorns.
they think they alone.
I get along so well.
I
with
know.
Capricorns.
That's why, trust me, baby. I know why Taurus is like Capricorns. Loners like
We
loners,
love
baby.
food.
Wait,
Y'all
y'all
love
ain't the
theater.
only one that be by yourself
Listen,
and lonely. We Virgos don't play that. We want
I love Virgos.
peace by
Yeah,
ourselves.
yeah. I know another side of Virgos too.
I don't
Me
mind.
too.
I'm not missing out on no entertainment or no nothing. I know how to entertain myself. I know how to have.
I go by myself.
Right.
Exactly. If you ain't learn how to deal with you, how you gonna possibly deal with somebody else?
Nobody can
Right.
love me more than I love me. I love some me, man.
So yeah, the name
I
of
will kick it by listen. I'll go to the movies by myself. I
yeah,
don't care. I don't need a crowd of people follow me. I
No.
can go do it on my own.
hit the
and
bar
be
by
cool.
yourself. Yeah.
Everything.
I'm a lone
I
wolf.
like. Man, I
Alone.
like thinking to myself. I entertain myself while I'm working. I'm having
Yep.
fun while I'm getting the job done.
So that
Brothers,
was
sisters, and family.
and that was
I need you all to understand and hear what each of us has said. We are all lone wolves in our own way and have come together in this iteration of time and space. Okay.
exactly.
The likelihood of that is
0.0000.
No,
You
I
don't
can't stand
think
being
that the
energy.
powers that be
Yeah, I do, cousin. I do.
aren't
I
listening to
think
this
energy.
group?
Right.
Because look at this, cousin. I have seen energy pull people together. Where
Yeah.
like where it's the last story I seen was on TikTok. This man was going into a coffee shop or a bakery, and he loved this woman bakery, but he was put up for adoption, and he was trying to find his mother. Long story short, she was his mother. I feel like
I
the
seen
energy
that too.
pulled them together. Huh?
I seen that too. He was, yeah. He had a little small business right next door to his mother business,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't even know it. Like, yeah, I seen that. So the name of the movie is Living Large, and it is T.C. Carson. That's his name.
Living
And
long.
Oh,
You know
you
what I
talking
think
about the
is
one that looked like Eddie Griffin?
yeah, he kind of favorite Eddie Griffin. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. What he
living
do?
large. I remember that movie. What was that back in like the 90s or
yeah early, late, like it's either the '80s, the early '80s. I mean, late '80s, early '90s, something
yeah,
like that.
living
Early
large.
'90s, like
I haven't
Living
seen that in
Large.
so long. I haven't seen that in so long. I
It
remember
was
this
a
That
good
is
movie.
with Eddie
movie.
Griffin too, right?
Huh?
That's with Eddie Griffin, right?
That's T.C. Carson, the one
But
from Living
didn't
Single.
he go down in his finance or something
No, he was okay. He was a regular. I think he worked at a
Say that name again.
T.C. Carson.
with the big
TC, what was the
eyes?
name of the movie?
Oh, Living Large. He was a
Living large. I gotta look
Yeah.
at it real
he
quick.
was
Hold
working at
on.
a cleaners, and then he got a job as a news reporter, and then
I remember.
The
yeah,
brother with
and
the deep
then
voice.
yeah,
No, he don't have a deep voice.
he have a deep voice when he sing. Yeah, he know how to
I'm trying to think
control
of
it.
something else he played. He played in the movie with Eddie Griffin
I think
too,
he did. But Living
because
Single,
they
you
used to say
remember
they
Living
look
Single?
alike.
Remember Living Single? He was Carl
Yeah,
Parker.
yeah,
He dated Frank
Yeah,
Maxine.
yeah. That the one with the
Yeah,
deep
yeah,
voice, the
yeah,
one with the yeah, the
yeah,
rumbling voice. Yeah.
yeah.
I know. Too much don't like to watch movies and stuff too much, but I am proud of the Washington's Son movies that the piano they turned into a movie. It's a play.
Hmm.
I haven't
I
seen.
think the black conscience is really hitting a lot, especially in Hollywood. The black American conscience,
Yeah.
the way that they speaking nowadays is about our stories. It don't sound like division,
Y'all
but
know
it's
X-Men. Y'all know X-Men. That was made. That was fashioned after Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
all the
Mm-hmm.
people,
The X-Men.
all of them.
Hollywood chasing money,
Professor
y'all. Don't get
Xavier
it twisted.
and
Hollywood
Magneto.
chasing the dollar. Don't get
Magneto
it
was
twisted.
Malcolm X, and Professor Xavier was Martin Luther
hmm
King.
The
Y'all know
X-Men.
I
that,
never
right?
And if
knew
y'all
that.
watch
Y'all
it,
know
it
all
really
their
telling y'all something.
superheroes, all their superheroes, Spider-Man,
hmm
all those guys. They're fashioned
Wolverine.
after Black Americans.
That's true. He said this
Yeah,
when he
but
wrote.
you gotta think they have to. They want to pay homage to whoever. But yeah, like bro said, it's still about the mighty dollar. So
Superman,
I'm gonna make a
Superman
dollar
is
Yeah.
off
literally
of it.
talking about a black man.
Right.
They just made him white, but that's a
Yeah.
black man. Superman, who's the Superman on this planet? It's us.
Right.
It's
Have,
always been us.
have y'all ever seen Lovecraft?
Yes.
Yes, that's good.
That's a powerful movie right there. If you understand it,
I watched
What's it
that
called?
series. Yes, it was a good
Lovecraft.
series.
But
Lovecraft.
you know what else was a
Yeah.
good
Oh, you got
series?
to
The
deal with a
Underground
whole.
Railroad.
You gonna have to. It's pre civil rights time
Mm-hmm.
fiction,
But the
and the
Underground Railroad
author
was
was
good. That
probably
was a good one.
extremely racist.
It's called
Yeah.
Dove. It's called Dove's Cry.
No,
Lovecraft.
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 Love
It's
Cry.
good.
Yeah, it was good. I
Lovecraft.
seen it.
I mean,
Craft.
I don't watch movies, but if it's something good and I need to see
I'm
it,
gonna
I'll
tell
watch
you. I'm gonna
It's
tell
a
you.
It's
lot
a
of
series. It's not one movie.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah, yeah. It's a
series.
series.
it. Oh, okay.
It's a TV
I
show.
don't know if I
So
got
I'm gonna
time
tell
for
But
y'all
it.
a movie
you,
that's great.
But
That
we're not allowed to make stuff like that because as soon as we make it, I don't care how good it is, they take it down.
yeah,
You
or they
only
don't
get one
promote
or
it.
two seasons.
So they
hmm
Huh?
and
or
that's
they
what happened
yeah,
to
they don't
one
promote it.
season.
So let me tell y'all about the movie. It's called with a K, but I'm gonna say chiller. But it's K. You know, it says killer moon of the flower moon.
Flowers
No,
of the yeah, I understand.
flower
Flowers of
moon.
the
You seen
yeah,
that?
flowers of the KILAING moon.
Yeah, killer. Yeah. So that movie is 3 hours and 26 minutes long. 3 hours. That's a documentary. That ain't no. They ain't.
Mm-hmm.
That's a step by step. This is what you do, how you do. Okay.
And the movie is
Yes.
about how the men was unaliving the husbands of Indian women, marrying them, then unaliving them, and taking their property and everything they own, and getting rid of the kids. They didn't show that part, but the ones that had kids, they got rid of them too. The movie is good, and it's by Scorsese, Robert De Niro, and Leonardo DiCaprio is in the movie, and it's a good. Check it out, and you gonna
You
like.
know, it's a doggone shame we can't even say a movie without getting potentially censored. That's kind of foul. It ain't
That
us
is
saying nothing. It's the name of a movie.
movie, right?
How is that out of pocket?
And
That's
too
go
much
ahead.
the country singer on that the one I was telling you about, Crockett.
So
Okay.
watch them. I want
Charlie
y'all to watch
Crockett.
that movie, and they got some gems in there, and
Oh
they let
yes.
you know how
Well,
they
y'all know
took
I got
over.
a new FBA song out. I can't wait to share it with y'all. I'm debating if I'm just gonna put it in the Discord and let y'all hear it. Oh my God, I got two versions of it.
Okay,
It's called FBA Only Unapologetically Black. Oh my God, it's a
right.
banger. Oh my
Okay.
God, it's a freaking banger. I can't wait to put it on
Well,
Spotify.
brother,
I can't
we are
wait.
here to, and I told you before, this is fertile ground. Okay? That's
I
what
wish
this
I
is,
could.
right,
Look,
family?
hold on. I might be able to get y'all. Hold on. I might. Y'all might be in luck because I got my laptop and let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. Let me see. Oh my God, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of
Gold, I
this.
know you got some dogs. Who else like dogs and or got some dogs?
I
I
don't
like
have
dogs.
dogs. I like dogs. I don't have any.
Oh my God, if I
Well,
could get this to
I
play,
call these. My wife call them grand dogs.
it's gonna come out a little bit. Y'all not gonna be able to hear everything because it's coming from my laptop. That's the only thing I don't like. Oh, but I'm probably gonna put the MP3 in the Discord for y'all. I'm probably gonna put the
Okay.
MP3 in the Discord for y'all. But when I tell you this is a banger, man, I let a couple people hear it. They didn't want to believe it's me. They don't want to believe it. They
They
just don't
said
want
they
to believe
want
it.
to believe it was me.
They don't want to believe that I can do this. I've been writing since I was 13, y'all. They don't want to believe
Right.
that I can do this. But I gotta show them. I gotta hold on. Let me let y'all. Let me see. I think this is it right here. Get this thing to play. Can y'all hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything I do is black. Everything I say is black. Every time I win, I am black. I wake up black. SBO. SBO. Don't cosplay as me. As free as SBO. Born with a vision, ancestors in my veins. Building this nation while they shackled our chains. Still we rise. Carve the legacy strong. FBA roots, yeah, the beat of our song. They want the flavor but can't feel the heat. Trying to cosplay us can't fake the streets. Every struggle we faced is engraved in the earth. Every word, every step is defining our worth. They stole our rhythms but can't steal the soul. Every bar spit straight truth, no control. Black like the ink on the freedom they write. I be working, y'all.
Only when the time ignites. Everything I do is black. Everything I say is black. Every time I win, I am black. I wake up black. FBA.
Okay.
Don't cosplay as me. Eyes free. FBA. Systematic lies couldn't hold us down. Flipping
flipping the script, wearing melanin crowns, blood in the soil, we watered the seeds, generations rising, fulfilling the creed. This ain't for clout, not a trend or a fad, it's the roots of the struggle, the pride of the past. Claim what's mine, all sweat and tears. They take the aesthetics, ignore the years. FBA, we the architects of the land. Everything we do with a masterful hand. Let the beat ride heavy, let the truth expand. This is black
Yeah, you're
freedom.
getting ready to expand on this one, brother. Let me just go on and say this one right now. You got
Every time I
you getting ready to step on the scene. Now, next question. Don't let it all out. Don't let it all
Right,
out, brother. This is
Just a snippet,
TikTok. Don't
just a
do that to
snippet.
yourself.
Yeah,
Don't do
just a
that to
snippet.
yourself,
Yeah,
brother. You
just a
know
snippet.
they know. See, okay. First off, I'm getting ready to charge you for my security fee, superstar.
Yeah, we just needed a
Yeah, that's
snippet.
nice.
Hey, you sound young. You sound real young
Yeah,
on
I
there,
feel
bro.
you changed your
I
voice.
thought
What
I
happened?
thought you was like 18 on there.
Man, I will admit, I use heavy AI. I use
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I even got songs with that I'm doing that it sounds like a woman is singing.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
how
I see.
I
Hey,
am.
you gotta use what you
I
get
get
to
in the
get what
Oh
you
zone
dear
and
need.
I'm
Lord
like,
God. Okay.
I use a lot of
Let me
things
say
on
it
the
like
board.
this, bro. Well,
But here's what I want y'all to know. I don't
if
really
it's go
make this
side and
music.
front, okay, fine,
I don't,
whatever.
I don't
Okay.
really make this music so I can perform it. I actually write this music so others can do it. I don't want to
Right.
be out in the forefront. I'm just the writer and the creator behind it, but I
Right.
actually want to hire people to sing and put my song out there because I don't want to, I don't want to be out there. I'm be honest. I just want
Right.
to give me the money. I'll be happy with the money. And you
Exactly.
get the performing rights, and I get everything else.
Exactly.
I learned the game a long time ago. You make more money behind the scenes than in front of
Behind
the
the
scenes.
scenes.
Rapping and all that stuff, they're not making no money. The person who wrote that song,
Enjoy
produced
yourself.
that song, and made the music, that's, and then I get to enjoy my little quiet life, with my family and let somebody else do it. But
Exactly.
that song right there is a banger, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, you say that for extremely private conference. You don't know that. Yeah, hey,
Yeah, you don't let that.
listen.
You just give snippets.
I'm about
Right.
to put it on Spotify here real soon, yo. I'm about to.
Okay.
I've got it mastered. I got to get it mastered a little bit more. Once I get it mastered, get the level.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's not gonna take me long because I know people. And that's not gonna take me long.
But just
And
plug
honestly, man,
some
I'm gonna tell you,
snippets.
man, go drop that on Tariq. Go drop that on Tariq. Go put that in the FBA grassroots.
Yeah.
It would
I
be
was thinking
okay,
about
man.
having that open up for my podcast, like open up with a little
That's
bit.
what I was just about to tell you. Your podcast and your
Right.
life.
I was thinking about, man, y'all don't know, my YouTube is going crazy, man. I got like over 100 comments on one of these videos, man. They just can't stop. I picked up like 100 new followers just from one video, man. And it's an 8-hour freaking video. And y'all saw the brother that came in here yesterday. He came in from the YouTube saying, I saw your video on YouTube. You dropping too much game.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we talked about ancestry. I mean, we had Reba up there talking about ancestry on that one. I mean, people was getting the game and they were loving it. They watching that all 8 hours of my video. You got people watching the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
That's basically at what, 2.5 days our work?
Right.
I mean, there must be a lot of truck drivers out there driving or something, but they were
Yeah,
watching
it is.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they want the knowledge.
brother.
all 8 hours. They
My
were just
boy, a
driving.
truck driver, bro.
They
He out there all the time.
got
I ain't told him tune into it because I ain't, let me say it like this.
Wolfie
But
up in
anyway.
there, Cousin on there, Reba up in there. I mean, everybody up in there from TikTok is on that video, and everybody is like, they want more. They want more.
Exactly.
They want more.
Because knowledge is key, and when they know they see what's going on. They want the vision.
The idea is to gain again, we're not attacking or trashing anyone, but don't come in here espousing an already established belief system.
Exactly.
Okay, this is FBA territory. Anything that ain't FBA, well, let's just say it. Anybody here shoot skeet?
Let me get
Y'all know what that is. The sport of skeet shooting.
No,
Y'all know what that is, right?
I shoot live critters.
No. I'm just saying because I only want to use because I'm using that word in the name of the sport itself, purely for educational purposes only. TikTok, because we love TikTok. F1. Okay.
Well, let me
Hunt.
get this,
Don't forget,
let me
we
show my
love
brother
Big Dot
Mongo
Shop.
that we got skills. That we got skills in the country music arena. Let me let y'all hear this. I wrote this for my wife. Her father passed away. Let me let y'all hear this. Hold on.
Okay.
I remember the day she was born. Nancy's smile cut through the storm. Tiny hands gripped my heart tight. In her eyes I saw pure light.
I'm about to break into
Her
country
first
music, y'all.
steps to her first fall. I stood by, watched it all, whispering love in her ear. Now I'm gone, but I'm still near. Oh, Nancy, I'm watching you through every storm and sky so blue. Though I ain't there to hold your hand, I'm the shadow on this land. Feel my love and the breeze, the air. Nancy, I'll always be there. Your father never far apart, shining down like a star in your heart.
I just want you to know right
Yeah, I
off the
like that one.
top.
Hey, that's
I just
nice.
want you to know right off the top. I'm highly offended that you don't think that a brother,
Every dream
an
you
FBA brother, born and bred in the city of Detroit,
turns cold.
would not like some country music. I'm kind of offended at that.
I want all black people to go back to country music. I love country.
I ain't saying this at the top of the charts. I'm just saying,
I'm saying
who the
right.
hell don't like fucking country? I mean, what the hell? A good goddamn song is a good goddamn
Goddamn.
song.
A good
Nah.
goddamn song
I
is a
got
good
some
goddamn
bangers.
song.
I got some bangers,
Hey,
y'all.
I like the way he said that. A good goddamn song is a good goddamn song.
It is a good
So this
goddamn
song,
song is a good goddamn song.
this song
Right.
right here is on Spotify right now. This song right here is on Spotify right now. I just remastered a little bit. I might put the remastered version out. But this song right here is called Back to Dad. Everybody loves this song. I don't know anybody that doesn't love this one.
Kids need their fathers, that's plain to see. Guidance and strength, that's the key. Moms do their best, but sometimes it's tough. When dads take the reins, more than enough. In the father's care, kids find their stride. Strong role models, nowhere to hide. Discipline, structure, and lessons of life. In dad's hands, they come through the strife. Single moms work hard, that's no lie. But sometimes kids need that fatherly guide. Back to dad is what's best for their growth. In his care, they'll thrive, that's my oath. Back to dad is the best way to go. For the kids and the future, let the love show. Single father, step up, take the lead. In their hands, children truly succeed. Dads bring the balance, the strength in the home. Teach and respect, they set the tone. Kids need both parents, but sometimes it's clear. A father's guidance, they need him near. Moms are queens, but dads are kings. In a father's care, kids spread their wings. Confidence building, they learn and they grow. With dad's direction, they're sure to show. Single fathers, they step up strong, providing the love where kids belong. Back to dad for the child's own sake. In his care, there's no heartbreak. Back to dad, it's the best way to go. For the kids and the future, let the love show. Single father, step up, take the lead. In the hands, children truly succeed. Fathers teach lessons from heart to mind, guiding their children.
I got probably over 100 songs now that
Hey,
haven't.
that's
A lot of
nice.
them
I
I
like
haven't
that.
even released yet. I probably released maybe like 12 to 16 of them. One year I wrote 66 songs in like three or 6 months, and it was like a
Would
challenge for
you ever
myself.
be interested in a collaborative effort in any way?
Of course, sure. Like I said, most of these songs
Well,
I
obviously,
write them for other
I
people.
might have
I
some
want to play
words
somebody
that I
else's
could put
song.
together.
Okay. Yeah, listen. Most of the songs I write for other people, man. I don't. I write music that I want to listen to. There's so much music out there. I call it men's empowerment music. That's the genre that I kind of created. because I feel like most music is geared towards women, and there's nothing really that's feeding the men. So I try to write music that feeds us, and that empowers us to be better fathers, better role models, better brothers, better human beings in society. That's the stuff I want to hear, and I need it to sound good. It can't be, I love Jesus, but I killed 5 people. You know, it can't be no stuff like that. And I got gospel music that I write, but you know, it has to be
That's
good.
wild.
It has to be
That is wild.
you hear it, you know, I love the Lord, but I used to be a gangbanger. I love it. You know, you be like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not listening, you know. And poor grandmas, they buy this stuff and they want to give it to their kids because it's God, and you be like, them kids ain't gonna listen to that.
Right.
I want songs that you can play.
No, the idea is to put up a role model image.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if this particular, okay, well, listen, if we go jump into this AI squat, let's go on to jump into this AI squat. We can create a character visually and digitally only, correct?
Yep.
If this character can bring forth strong, positive imagery with some hype, dope, FBA inspired music and or power behind it.
Now you're talking, cousin.
Yeah, I know, baby. Trust me. See, here's the thing.
Remember that
I'm
AI
Mr.
They tried to bring out and they got rid of? Remember that AI character they tried to bring out and he got like 1 million followers on Instagram? Y'all remember that? There was an AI rapper that was out.
No, I don't remember.
No, I don't remember. But see, here's the thing. Again,
Go ahead.
here's the thing. I've always had a passing interest, well, maybe slightly more than a passing interest, but at least a passing interest in virtual reality. And the idea of combining AI and virtual reality, oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's the frontier. Again, now you're looking at it, let's be honest, again, and I'm purely going off of known imagery. Now you're looking at the holodeck in reality, in visual form. You can get AI characters portraying particular imageries and so forth and so on. Oh yeah. If they can do one character, how come you can't be programmed to do multiple characters?
Right.
But again, you know, I'm gonna back off because everyone has a passing interest, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, right. I'm not giving away squat.
That's actually a good idea, man. That's actually a real, and that's like a genius $1 million idea. Honestly,
Exactly.
to be honest with you,
Brother, you have no idea. I'm strictly R&D. Okay. R&D is where every general concept develops, to be quite honest with you. If you don't think it, it can't come forth.
what's up, Dream? Come up here real quick, brother. I hope you're not too busy. Come on up here, brother.
And lady and gentlemen, y'all was hanging out kind of late last night, wasn't y'all?
I ain't get you was asleep
I
too
fell
much.
asleep. y'all.
We can tell.
I said, he ain't gonna. I was wondering how long it's gonna take him to come through.
I knocked out, man. Y'all was talking, and I was laying in the bed, and next thing you know, I was out. I was gone.
Put y'all on another live?
Yeah, we was on a live last
Yeah.
night, BX Live. I fell asleep. I don't know what y'all said after I fell asleep. I don't remember what we were talking about. Huh? We were talking about food and everything.
Oh please! Well, I popped in way early, and the topic, it for me, because I was like, oh hell to the no, and only because it was the housewives and the shit that was on TV and shit that was in this particular arena of conversation. Okay, and I'm like, no, in this particular moment, that ain't for me. Let me roll on and scroll on. And when I came back, I was like, damn, they go Whoopi. Okay, let me go. She said something I was getting ready to comment to, and then Too Much came, and I was like, wait, but I know that voice.
Yeah, I came in. I ain't feel good all yesterday, so I slept all yesterday.
Mongo, have you ever heard of buttermilk pie? Anybody ever heard of buttermilk pie?
Mm-hmm.
You
I
have?
Yes.
no,
never heard of it.
but I've seen it being made. I mean, I
Okay,
heard about it.
that's like one of my family recipes, y'all. That's like one of my family secret recipes. We make it. And whenever I make buttermilk, and I can make it. Whenever I make buttermilk pie, everybody, it's like they don't want me to bring nothing else. Bring the buttermilk pie. Bring the buttermilk pie. Bring the butter. It's better than cheesecake. I'm sorry. It's on the level of cheese. If you like a cheesecake, it doesn't taste
Right.
like a cheesecake, but it's on the level of a cheesecake.
What's the
Right.
flavors?
I can't tell you all that. It's just
Okay, good. Wait a
Tell me,
minute.
but
No,
you can't
sweet.
tell
Don't be
me,
trying to
Chris.
steal. Don't be trying to steal. Plus,
No,
I
but
want to change the subject for a moment, if I
You
may.
can go on
I had too many
YouTube.
people
I
trying
want
make
to change the
this pie.
subject, if I may, for a moment. Just
I had
for a
too many trying to
moment.
make this
They
That's
pie.
how
have it
y'all
on
should have
YouTube.
gatekeep y'all race, and I won't be on here losing my page, telling people like you trying to gatekeep that pie. That's how you should have
Look,
gatekeep everything
look,
else.
Look though,
Well, see,
I
we
seen it on
learned, damn it. We
YouTube
learned
being
quick.
made.
And we get every damn thing, okay?
Nah,
Mongo,
y'all just been
So
hard towards the sister.
I
Mongo,
don't
you
know if
tried.
Hard to
it's
the
good or
Oh,
people.
not.
no, don't
Hold
you.
on, hold on, Mongo. You
It's
tried
just,
buttermilk pie?
this ain't sister space. This TikTok space.
Mongo, have you tried buttermilk pie?
It's been a while. I'm into yeah. It's been a long time.
Have y'all had
I'm
Yeah,
good?
originally
I
from
never had it. I just
It's an
seen it being
old.
made on
Listen, that's
YouTube.
like you got to dang near be a sharecropper to get this information.
yeah.
Like it's an
I would
old.
assume so. Okay.
It's an old. Listen, not you. It comes straight from the south, y'all. Straight from the
Oh,
I
it's
south.
no doubt. It's
yeah,
no
I
doubt.
never heard of
It's
that.
Man,
I
no
never
doubt.
heard of it till
make
I
Brother,
this
seen it
let me
pie.
on
explain.
YouTube.
I know you are a foundational Black American. If you can make this pie, you are FBA
The bi-
100%.
I
No,
probably can
no,
make it.
nope. I ain't taking that mother stance. Present, nope.
Look,
Here's what
this
I
is
know.
where. Let me tell you, this how
My
deep.
mother and father, when they migrated, because they were part of
They
the
make it in
migration
Chicago too.
north.
They make it in
Right.
Chicago too. It didn't reach up
Okay,
to Chicago.
when they left the South, they left
Every
every freaking aspect of the South. If it came from any corner of thought of Southern tradition, they again played the game of skeet shooting with it. Okay?
No, I.
There was no chance it lived more than 3 seconds.
so
You
cousin,
understand what I'm
where your
saying?
I'm a
It
family
was
different
from?
country.
Y'all know how
no,
good
you
I'm a
don't
y'all know
country.
how
understand.
good
You do
I
not
do. I really
understand.
do.
I say it not with disrespect.
y'all know
No,
how
I
good
I
understand.
say
Most of
it
my
with the
family like that.
idea and the knowledge that my parents were protecting me from the horrors of their prior existence. Okay?
So where they
They
from?
did not want me to even know about what they had been through.
Right.
That's how horrific it
Mm-hmm.
was.
Mm-hmm.
So where they from?
My oldest brother told me that when they moved north to Detroit, that he would never go further south than
Oh
Cincinnati.
no! You keeping all this good
That
soup.
is
I'm just
I
funny.
playing.
promise you.
Down
I
in the south.
promise you. The trauma, no, sister.
I
The
understand.
trauma of your elders was extreme
Right.
and deep and horrific.
Yep.
This was no light thing.
Right.
And it was a Southern belief and pattern and disposition
Hey cousin,
during
where they
that
from?
particular time. My parents traveled, okay? But their original, from my understanding, their original destinations were Louisiana
Because
Okay.
you made
and
a good
Tennessee.
point.
Okay.
You made a good point. You said, and you don't realize a lot of black families have done that. I have
Yep.
it in
I
my
know, no, I
like
know.
they want to get so far away from what they used to, and that's how we came to this place of being comfortable. And
Right.
now we fighting back to get unity back together.
But
You know,
I'm first generation Detroit. My mother didn't grow up in Detroit. She grew up in Arkansas.
we need to get Detroit back to being Detroit.
Oh yes.
Oh, don't
It's
Yeah,
get
on
me
the
started
rise.
on Detroit,
but
baby.
I
Don't
don't
Yeah,
like.
get
yeah,
me
I'm
they
not
doing
gonna.
started
their
on
thing.
Detroit.
Yeah,
Did you hear
y'all
about
know
this?
y'all can buy them old steel mills
Who
for our
cares about the
clothes?
steel mills?
No, you can buy them
You can buy
for
them.
the load, and we
Yeah,
can
you
do
can buy.
something
Yeah,
with it. We can
yeah.
do something with it. We can start our own. Listen, we need to get our own automobile company. I think. Let's keep it a
Mm-hmm.
buck.
PR Patterson, Detroit.
We need to.
No,
Hey,
that's
so
Virginia.
cousin,
But
did
can I
you
ask y'all
go on the new
something? Ever since
casino?
y'all been saying for us to find something, I've been looking into United States resources, what can be grown, and what we lacking in marketing in. I'm gonna just throw it out.
Well, don't say it
Coffee.
on here. You know that might be for the Zoom
I
call.
already said it. And
Ah,
water.
but you ain't say too
Why
much.
not? See, you should have just let it pass.
Did you write it? Did you hear me too much?
No, no one wrote
No,
it down. No
no.
one wants to remember
No,
it
no.
now. Don't
Just
bring
let
it
me
up
hear
again.
you.
We
Just
didn't
No,
let
hear
me
it.
don't
write
We
bring it
it.
up
didn't hear
again
it.
and bring it
Oh,
back up in the Zoom, baby.
what she said?
Yeah, we didn't hear it.
Oh
I didn't
no,
hear it.
never mind.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
I
see
just
what I'm
been
Post it
saying?
in
looking
the
at.
Discord.
I
Hey,
just been
post
TM.
it in
looking at a lot of stuff that we have natural resources,
Ye-
and then the stuff
Look,
that we don't have naturally that we can grow, and that we use a lot of. Does that make
The
sense?
idea is having to, honestly, the idea is having the land and not having a
And we can buy.
conglomerate of former officials come in and say, you know what, that's a real good idea. Too bad you had it.
well, you
Well,
know that when you do urban farming, so you know that could work hand in hand.
It can, but what
it
I
can,
would,
but it would take us between 3 to 5 years for anything to grow. You know, so
Depending on where you at.
you got to be where you at. Remember, I'm
Okay.
gonna say it again. I'm in Texas.
Okay.
and believe it or not, Michigan is actually very fertile soil.
A lot
Yes,
of
sir.
places that y'all don't think about, and I be looking it up. And I told y'all yesterday, agriculture come from the Americas.
No, yeah.
It's in
You have to
us.
remember, early America was pure trees and
It didn't come
fruits
from Africa.
and
We talked
nature
them.
and they lived a harmonic life with nature in early America. It wasn't until
Spiritual.
industrialization came along and basically wiped out every tree in every freaking city and everywhere that you've been.
And they took all
Till they
the female
realized, you know
trees.
what, we might need these trees.
Right.
Did anyone
You
stock
know
up
they
on the
removed
seeds?
all the female trees in America, right?
Yeah.
That's why they're not
Okay.
producing.
Yeah.
Do
They
you have
wanted to
pine
do.
trees in your areas?
Yes. I have nuts.
Okay.
Those nuts
You
No, we
too.
don't
do
have time.
understand,
And a lot of
okay,
squirrels.
there's an insect that live in Michigan and in colder weather states, and I would say this probably the insect is everywhere, but it lives within the pine tree. In the winter months, the pine that particular insect would hibernate and not eat as it normally would have because it ate every day. Okay? And it ate the pine tree. In Michigan, that particular animal and the weather pattern has changed so should I say that that insect no longer sleeps. So all the pine trees in Michigan are dying from within inside because
Mhm.
of the extreme weather patterns that are going on. So understand what's happening and how
What's up, Dreadhead?
climate change is actually affecting your lives. It really is.
Mhm.
Okay? If you
Hmm.
have a pine tree, it's there. It ain't a matter of let me go check. No, it's there.
I ain't seen the pine tree in Detroit in a long time.
Hold on. What's those trees with the acorns? I have a whole lot of acorns on my
The
That
front.
acorn
would
tree. Yeah, the
Uh-huh.
acorn.
Oak tree.
It's
pine
oak tree.
cone.
Oak
We
tree.
Pine cones. That's what they
No, no,
are.
you said pine cones. I was asking what was the name of that, and she told me an oak tree.
Thank you.
That's what we got down here in Texas. That's what we got in Texas. That's what we got.
Oak
I
trees.
can only
Yeah.
say
Thank you, Dreadhead.
monitor your
That's okay.
natural
Request that.
habitat on your trees. They are basically,
That's where y'all are.
how can I say this?
We always
without sounding really alarmist. They're the black people of nature.
That's good.
It's going to affect them first before it hits everyone else.
Right.
Or did anybody start collecting seeds,
We need to.
vegetable seeds?
We need to.
Absolutely.
It was reading in my mind, Mungo, because I was like, we really do need to get back into producing and farming. And if we're going to do anything, we need to get back to that root of everything. We need to know. I took wood shop. I was always the hardest of the girls and too soft for a man, but hard for the girls, you know? And blame it on my father. But we need to get back to that.
No blame.
Huh?
No
I'm just saying,
blame.
we need to get back to getting into the grass, walking with our feet, knowing how to run and walk, because we are getting
Yeah. You can run. I walk.
sales are taking a lot of people out. You know, we need to get back.
Did you say stairs are taking a lot of people?
You ain't lying.
You know,
When I see stairs, I'm like, oh, here we go.
Listen, y'all better pick your feet up and put your feet down. And pay attention. Pay attention. Okay.
Hey, you ever fell up some stairs?
hogs out here, right?
A little off topic, real quick. A little off topic. When do y'all think we should do an FBA roast?
FBA Rose?
When do y'all think we should do an FBA?
We got at least another. We got at least another 6 months before we do an FBA roast. We got at least another 6 months. It's too. It's no. We at least got to get almost a year in, man.
So
Come
who we
on.
gonna roast? Each other?
Yes. Who the fuck you think? Who else gonna be here for it?
I'm gonna take my
We
hat
get
off.
white people.
They roast us like
Look,
and I'm gonna see what.
Wait a minute.
we get
You
white
don't
people.
think this group doing the and wait a minute. First off, it depends on subject matter, or is it limited to just this group? Okay,
Because if we
And it
get,
gotta be
or
fun.
is the FBA lineage
I think
on the
it's
table?
fun,
Everybody.
but it has to be fun.
and we just take out everybody one by one.
It
See
can't
the
We gotta get an FBA roast, y'all. We gotta get it.
Okay, now see, let's say no. You know what? I'm gonna actually veto that. I don't know. I'm gonna vote no against that. I'm voting no against that. I'm
I wouldn't do
voting
too
no.
much because I'm thinking about how I'm gonna keep my calm when they say the wrong thing towards women and black
See,
women.
no, that's what. No,
I
right?
can't.
No.
I won't be here.
Already know.
See,
Yeah, I
let me
can't.
explain something to you youngsters.
Not me.
Let me explain something to you youngsters. It's called consequential thinking. Okay.
You better be
What you have to do is get past the first funny thought and then follow that train down the line and see the rest of what's coming.
I could do
Okay.
I could do Harry women.
And ain't none of what's
But I
coming
cannot
after
do
that good.
Black women. These are black women. I can't do that.
The day of the
Even though I don't have no
FBA
kids,
roast.
I just can't do it.
The day of the FBA
No,
roast,
I'm not doing. No, I refuse to do a Housewives in New York and Hollywood. No.
Already know what they're gonna say to me. I came in there and stung that brother like a hornet, boy. I came.
You see what I'm saying? No, that ain't that. No, that don't create fertile ground.
When y'all want to have a
I had
tether,
something to tell y'all.
a tether balooza, a tether, where you just get the tethers up here, and you clown the hell out of them. Clown
Because they
have a
feel
tether
it
loose.
really
You know,
Have an
I
FBA
again.
You gonna
That
start
would be
a war,
too
they gonna be
harmful
crying so
to
bad.
what
do it.
we're
I'll be
doing.
here to support it, but I'll be on mute.
They
I
gonna
won't.
be
Right, that's why
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm
no.
gonna get
Let me say it again,
actual
bro.
live
These are
real
no.
meetings.
I'm going again. Let me without the minor veto I have now. Okay.
No, I'm gonna get some
The
real
idea
meetings
of
up
creating any division where there is already perceived
division.
imperceived division is detrimental
here. They gotta
to the diasporic goal.
Well,
Okay, we can't team with Burkina Faso if we roasting Burkina Faso. Okay,
Yeah,
education.
it ain't gonna
it's
happen.
not
Listen,
wise
I'm gonna tell you
move.
like this.
Listen, they need to understand our culture anyway. We invented modern comedy. They need to understand.
Yeah, but they still
I can,
sensitive and they young
yeah,
right
and
now,
then
I
they
don't
brother.
think
jump.
they're ready
They
for that.
sensitive
I
and they
can see it
young
now.
right
We
now.
already,
I can,
let's be real. We already roasting them. We already
right,
Yeah,
roasting
right.
them.
but
We
this
are.
is us.
But look,
We act.
They
I can
used
say
to children doing it. They ain't used to adults doing
yeah,
it.
yes. And then you gotta understand, they already tell jokes like this. You just a silly Negro, and that's the joke.
They're just not as witty as us, y'all, and we got to bring
No
them in.
man,
Yes, and that is our
That's
strength,
why
and
we
we will
shouldn't do
use it to
use
it.
it
our
to our
advantage,
advantage.
They're
which
not as
means
witty as
it
us.
would be an unfair
Yeah, a
fight.
fight,
It
And
right?
would
we
be
should
unfair.
not engage in an unfair fight. Unlike, as I try and change the subject, the Lions against the Colts. All praise
So
to the
this,
football gods. Thank you for
Hey,
Ola
listen,
Salima.
And let me
Okay.
tell you,
we will
listen,
and let me
win
y'all.
say
today.
this, y'all. And let me tell you
Um,
why it'll be unfair. Because once they start talking their language, they don't know we don't care. If we don't understand, we don't care. We
nobody
been
gonna
turning
laugh.
it. We
Look,
been turning off our ears
let
when
me
we
tell
didn't
you.
understand
Well, we got
something.
some new earphones now that do the translating for you. So
There you
Oh
all
go.
get
yeah.
There you go.
Ooh.
It's
Listen,
only $9.99 on the TikTok, so y'all
in the
better
That's
check
right,
it out.
TikTok
baby.
shop,
What?
You
yes.
gonna
Count
look
That
on
like
me.
you
sounds like a
deaf.
second endorsement, now don't
You
it?
gonna look like you deaf, but you gonna hear everything. You gonna hear everything. You gonna look like
So
you deaf,
check
but you
this
gonna hear
out.
everything.
How much is it?
It's
Like
already bad enough.
$9.99. I'm gonna put it on my TikTok shop. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
find
Listen,
some
I
of
Let
them
me
don't
brothers
get
that
that's
that
gonna
for me
listen.
showcase.
because I be want to know when
Now,
they be
now
cussing
check
me
this
out.
out, y'all. I go in their rooms daily and I roast the
No,
whole
not
room.
me.
They can't even beat me by themselves. So imagine all of us just was. It's gonna be
That's
sad,
what I'm saying.
So
That
this
would
is what
just
I want to
be
do.
completely unfair.
So
I
right?
hold on.
just
This is
think
what I
it's
want to do.
I just
Have
think
y'all
that
heard
it's
of
important.
Have y'all heard of Skills Hudson? Have y'all heard of Skills Hudson?
No.
Comedian, hard
No,
shirt. He's
Mm-mm.
from I think he's from either Chicago or Detroit
no.
originally, but he's out here in California. This brother came to one of my events that I did back in like 2007, and
Wait, you
he
talking about
brought
the rapper?
no Skills. He's a comedian. He's a comedian, and this
Yeah, but
brother brought
do he do rap too?
Simone. He brought Simone from BET Live with him, and they rocked the house at this charity event that I threw in like
Right.
If
2007.
you want to do a roast, everybody gonna have to be on camera that day.
Yeah. Oh
Oh
yeah. You have to
God.
be on camera. Oh yeah. You have to be
Okay, I
on
might
camera.
have to withdraw from that one.
And like I
Right.
said,
You just trying to give him rules.
I'm gonna have real
He
comedians.
Mr. No
You
Face.
can't roast with pictures,
I'm
you
gonna
know.
have real comedians up in here. I'm gonna try to
Why
bring
can't you
Steve
roast the
Hudson.
picture? We got
I'm gonna try
AI
to bring
now. What the
Jordan
hell?
out of Virginia.
But they're gonna have to have camera
I'm gonna try
access.
to bring him up in
This
here, and we're gonna have
America,
some fun.
hell to the no, no, no.
We're
I
gonna
ain't
have some
trusting
fun.
none of these.
We're gonna
What
have
the
a
what?
thousand people in the room that day. They're gonna get a free comedy show, and it's gonna be hilarious. And I'm gonna take my hat off and let them roast. Everybody gonna get their chance to roast me. I'm gonna give them.
I can see they
He
roasting
got
now.
100.
They,
We've
they,
had 175 maximum followers, and he getting hate mail. And you think I want my face out
I
there?
get it too. I get it both. I get it
Listen,
both. And thank y'all for all
we
the I love your
get in these
voices and
lives just so
your
y'all
voices
know.
is not hard. I hear y'all, I read it. I just don't like to respond to
Just so y'all
DM.
know, in these
I'm a
lives,
tourist.
we average about 3 to 4K up to 9. We got as high as 9, even 10K in these lives that I've done.
Wow.
right.
Just so y'all know, on average, we get 3 to 4K average, but it ranges from 4K all the way up to 9, even 10K that come in this room to view this channel. Just so y'all
But
know.
like cousin said too much. We have 4 years. No, we don't even we have less than 4 years to turn stuff around and
Mm-hmm.
then to start networking.
Yeah,
Right?
Mm.
yeah.
Well,
We
you know,
don't
we've
want
been
to
working
Mhm.
just
the
go
whole
in and
time.
disrespect people and build enemies with no enemies. When the people that come up
This
here,
Thank
room
you.
is fun though. It's not. We're not
the
building
people
it.
that come
No,
up
no,
here,
not at this time.
they're
You
starting
see
to
how
build
they
up.
talking about now when we just starting to delineate.
Right.
You
Yes.
want to
Ima-
delineate and
Imagine me
denigrate?
coming up
No,
and
that ain't
telling
no,
We're not
no.
talking about Texas. I'm saying we
I
don't
don't
talk
step
about
on
me.
people. Remember
I'm gonna
that.
bring the
right.
comedians up and they
Right,
gonna
this that
clown
guy's
me. Clown
brother.
me.
Imagine me telling them one of
Fertile
them.
ground
And
only.
I'm gonna kick my jokes back
Fertile
too. I'm gonna,
Right.
ground
I'm gonna kick my jokes.
only.
Imagine me telling them, "Welcome to Chuku Airlines. Get on, nigga." Hey, I'm not doing it.
Right. Yeah,
gonna be
it's
mad.
Because it's look. I mean, put it like this: it
Because
is more of us. Over 83% of us don't live below poverty. We are
right.
doing very well. We don't need to step on people. Let them have
right.
their. They
You
can be
said it
scared, and
yourself.
we can
You
make
said it
fun of
yourself
it.
too much. We
Well,
punching down.
Yeah,
y'all
I had to
know
stop
that
because it
they
was personal. I
stepping,
had to stop.
they stepping on
Right.
the stepping. They've been stepping
Our
on us.
eyes are towards the higher powers and entities that are bringing
We
us
don't
the
look down.
energies
We look
that we
up. We
need.
fight up. I'm
Yeah,
short, so I
Right.
always have to
we
fight up.
We
try.
are
You know, I
only
do want
those who
to. That
absorb.
will be
We
fun.
don't fight. We
But the
absorb.
joke, their joke's gonna be
I
so
fight.
sad
I
that
fight
they
up.
ain't gonna tell good jokes.
There you go,
And
sweet. I'll take
Yeah.
that one too.
the
Well,
jokes
I
is gonna
think
be
that we
horrible.
already pretty much doing a good job organically anyway. So it might build into that. I mean, it's not off the table, but I believe that it will build into that. That's what happened with Tariq. It built into him having a radio station, then a podcast, and I mean, it built. So it does go up. It will build
Right,
up. That
right.
we've already established though, and I just decided that this is my new tribe, and I just really am enjoying. You know, I've been
That
looking
was
for.
kind of quick.
I've been looking for a tribe for a while now, and I just won't join no anything, so I'm not gonna
Right.
be no
I
anything.
did not say this was a unique spot. This a bunch of lone wolves, baby.
Well,
Yeah.
Everybody here a lone freaking wolf.
What,
well,
right.
you know me, I had seen a video. This Nigerian chick, because I'm down here in Texas as well, and a Nigerian chick a few years ago made a video, and I think she had gotten mistreated by FBI. I don't know, but she was a nurse, and she basically made this video, basically downing and dogging black people, saying what exactly was our reason for even being created. She went there with it.
Oh wow.
It- oh, yeah. I wish I could find that video. She was a Nigerian nurse here, and she talked about how we were nothing, and they come here, they do so
Is that
much
that
better.
nurse that made the YouTube sensation a quick brief integration a few months ago?
I don't
I
think
want,
so. This was some years ago. This was about
I
3 years
Okay.
want
ago.
y'all to
Not
understand. I want y'all to understand. When you see a woman, when you see anybody, an African, a Caribbean, and it looked like they borderline have that much hate for us,
They do.
we got to get them out the paint because
yeah.
we can't trust them with, especially if they're in medical field. We can't trust them with our lives.
Well, it
Right.
was a boy, his baby. Last year, he took that baby to Texas Children, and the baby didn't have that big of an ailment, whatever it was. They killed that baby in there. He's dead.
You
I
from
don't mean
Houston too,
he's
Smokey?
unalive,
Unalive.
unalive. The
Yeah.
baby was unalive, and he was trying to get help from the social media to meet him there to try to fight this off. Come to find out, you already know who the doctors were, and I start reading the comments, and believe it was a few of those ones basically saying kill them all.
Oh, unalive them all. Unalive them
Oh
all.
yeah,
But we
oh
can't.
yeah,
We can't.
and
We
I'm
can't allow
saying
those people to
Hold on.
be.
Unalive.
kill them
Else
all.
them is a
We
safe
unalive them
place.
all. She
Unalive them
said
all. Don't say.
unalive
Don't
them all,
say.
and then they kept doing that, and that was what I think I started realizing that we weren't even safe in our own our own communities because they're there, and I thought I was being really hard during the reparations push because they went against us. But when I started seeing that it actually rejecting them goes all the way to the bone, it goes all the way to the inside of the cell wall, the nucleus. I mean, it goes deep when we decide that we're not going to go along with their program, or if they think we're against them. They don't just sit on the surface like us. It goes all the way in, all the way in.
Because they know
And
we
Listen,
make
if we don't buy in, nobody
body
else is
drugs.
going to buy
we are
in.
truly
Exactly.
alone. We are truly by ourselves. And I said all that to say that's why I've always tried to be in a tribe. But this is the first one, I guess, that I see that you basically will have my back. I mean, you're gonna correct me or say no, you can't do that or whatever. It's a tribe thing. It's respect, and I like the way that Too Much insists on women being treated well. That's not in every public space.
You know,
No, that's an incorrect statement, dear.
we don't want to do that. We don't want,
It's not that Too Much insists on women being treated well.
I want everybody.
We insist on
Oh,
people being
Everybody.
treated well.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, despite what others might view as an attack, it's never an attack. It's you said something that triggered the panel.
Uh-huh.
It was an inflection, it was a tone, it was the insertion of a word.
What I always
Those are the only things that sets the panel off because we're a mature group. We're not a childish tribe of infantiles having a discussion.
I sure believe that.
We speak intelligently here. We have conversations that adults have.
Right. This is what I always say. I let everybody say it with their chest. No man is going to walk on eggshells, and no women are going to walk on eggshells. You're going to say it with your chest. Men are going to have grace because our women speak with emotion, and a lot of time it sounds like they're down in us, but they're just speaking with emotion. And women,
That's right.
I'm going to say be humble when speaking to a man because a man wants respect.
Right.
If we can have grace and humbleness for each other, we can communicate and hear what each other have to say. Women want to be heard. Every man should know. Women want to be. Men don't really care about being heard. That's not our concern because we know we're already going to be heard because we're men. But our women want to be heard, and we understand that. All I say is don't use your power, your powerful voice, your articulation, your words against a man. And men, don't use your physical prowess, your power, your strength, and all that on your woman.
Right.
You combine.
Can I help you all with something that I use?
Power together and build something. We're builders here. We're not people who tear down. We build. And if we can build and we communicate, we can do what we need to do. We can really get along with each other if we understand that men speak differently and women speak differently. That's it. If we understand that men are more direct, so a lot of times when men talk, it may sound like an attack on women, but it's not. It's just men being direct. We're used to talking to other men direct. We don't have to sugarcoat nothing with men. We say, hey, man, go get it done. I'm tired. We're just very sharp and quick and to the point because our communication is simple. It's simple. Women, y'all
you got about 15, 20 seconds.
Y'all use a bunch of words. Y'all get articulate on us. Y'all use that education, and we like, man, I don't know what the hell she said, but I know she's lying. You know,
that take about 15, 20 seconds, don't it?
That's what y'all do. And men, we just use the quickest word, and we cut out the fat, so it's all me. So you're gonna get cut in this word because we're just direct with it. It's just gonna be like a quick knife. But women, they cut you like this. They just filet mignon you. And we can't do that to each other. And that's all I say. Say it with your chest. We're gonna hear everybody. We're gonna hear the women and we're gonna hear the man. Say it with your chest. Don't be scared. If it come out wrong, we gonna fix it later. We gonna fix it. But say it with your chest. And that's all I preach mainly. And that's
let me interject this right quick. If you are trying to, let's just say, communicate, what I use, and I speak in the public every day. How you doing today, young lady? How you doing today, young man? That's it. A simple acknowledgement of their individuality as a person makes them feel well. Now, if you want to go a little bit further, as generally I might, because of, anyway. How's your day, young princess? How's your day, prince? What's going on with you? But you never speak a negative word. You only speak a positive word. When you speak a positive word into them, they can't help.
Yeah, that's right.
They can't help it.
Well, today that young man may want to be called princess, so we can't just use terms like that anymore.
Well,
you gotta call them individuals.
No. I'm going to say this to you again. As I said, I speak in this in every way, so I come across various particular subsects of society, shall I say. And even though in this particular case, the subsects of society have acknowledged that my consistency in treating everyone this way did not in any way denigrate them.
Well,
Go
they don't
ahead.
expect for us to go along with that BS because I done already
Well,
told them.
no, it's
You
not
know,
about go along with. It's not
maybe
about go along with. No,
to go
no.
along.
However, I felt about this was irrelevant.
Thank you.
Okay? The idea is this person wants to do this. Okay, this may be whatever they're going through at this time. It ain't up for me to make no kind of disjudgment and or association about it. My personal time with this individual is this interaction in this moment.
Exactly.
How I choose to interact with them in this moment makes my consciousness rise greater or sink further.
Well, you
I
know,
choose to rise for higher.
well, we have to start to use what we have to keep us being older. There is a balance, a B flat, a baseline behavior pattern that we have to maintain so that while they flying off over here and there and back there and over there and round there and round under there, when they come to themselves, we're going to have something strong, something stable, something that they can hold on to. And that to me is our job as elders, is to, do what you said, respect. It's all respect. Basically what you're saying is that you respect everybody.
Respect.
I mean, it's just a
100%. And when they realize and they see that that's who you are, see, that's your superpower. That's what you have to understand. That's your superpower.
yeah. That respect is everything with me. We might be
The
enemies.
fact that you can respect any and everybody, irregardless of their situation and circumstance, from the bum on the street to the CEO, if you don't deflect from who you are when you deal with them,
And I'm always like this.
that's where you've gone. That's the real power.
If you take a shot at somebody, you have to have common sense to know that they're gonna take a shot back.
Thank you.
So you gotta be able to handle it. If you can dish it, you gotta be able to take it.
We'll
And you
take it.
can't get mad if somebody dish it back when you dished it first. So that's, and I don't stop that. I like I said, especially between men and women, I want y'all to work it out. I'm just gonna sit back and just watch and see how y'all work it out. Women on women, same thing. Men on men, same thing. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch you guys work it out. That's what cause that's how my dad did. He didn't come in and save us from everything. He said, work it out, figure it out. On your own. And you know what? You're gonna figure it out.
You sure will.
You're gonna figure it out. So I
They ain't
100% stand on
they
that.
ain't have time for all that. Thing is, you said the building, and I kind of came in on you talking about the home that you wrote. You were saying that you get ready to produce. I mean, or you already produced it? You're gonna get ready to put it out there. Is that I missed
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I got a couple songs I'm gonna add. I have
Some are out,
about 16
some
songs
aren't.
out right now that are on. If y'all go in YouTube Music or Spotify or iTunes or anything or any music site, Spotify, you type in my name, Too Much Moxie, with the 3 O's. My catalog is gonna come up with my songs lab. I have some great music up there that I put up there just within last year. I've been writing songs since I was 13 years old, and I've been putting them out. Putting them out. You know,
Okay. Well,
so,
if you ever need a background singer, just let me know.
okay, all right.
Hey, go. Do you remember Billy Sims?
Yes,
I do.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Oh, did you? Who else? I'm sorry, Negro girl. Did you say yes?
Yeah, we know Billy Sims.
Hey, sister, I didn't know if you were into sports. That's the only reason I'm asking.
Oh, I was in there briefly. It was brief.
Okay, that again,
It's
so you
nothing
can
about it.
but again, because I'm thinking back to back then, and I've been a Lions fan before him. Okay,
What?
I've been a Lions fan before Billy Sims.
But you got to know that down south, whatever is black, we at least heard about it if we didn't know nothing about it.
Well, I know
Down
he came from Oklahoma, so I know y'all knew about him in that regard. But
we didn't know
my
much. I
thing
don't know
is,
some of the names.
I hate that his career got cut short, but I did love his drop kick.
Hey?
Oh, yes.
What I was gonna say too is with this information that we get on this channel, eventually it'll be enough to be able to do something else with it. Like uh, sometimes I look at the other FBA channels. They making journals. They getting together and having meetups. They doing all kinds of stuff. I was like, wow, look at them. And so, but those weren't they wasn't my FBA. They was doing some other stuff, and they're younger. I need to be around some people my age or somebody that understands stuff and ain't doing no crazy stuff. Because I ain't finna get drunk and fall out in the public.
Right, we're not doing that.
I'm crashing out. I don't know what you mean.
No, that period has
Crashing out
passed.
over here.
I'm all about righteousness, y'all. I don't like
Dude,
the
I be let. That's what I'm saying. I'm at 7 o'clock when I'm looking at. I'm bed bound. It's something like that bed.
Listen,
So
don't get me wrong. I believe there is a season for everything. That season is not every Friday and Saturday night. Okay.
talk about season. Talk about
I
season.
think
You ain't
right
talking
now,
about no food.
I'm the youngest one on the panel right now. I'm 38. So
How,
sometimes I
how
like to crash out.
Hold on, how old are you, Dream? I think Dream got you. Dream, where you at, brother?
I'm
Dream
just
always
listening
be
right
sleep.
now.
He can put his feet up and go to sleep.
probably in the bathroom if he our age. He probably in the bathroom.
Well, listen, now
I have a
these.
theory. I say he always put his feet up, listen, and go to sleep. I say it all the time. He always put his feet up.
Probably. Did y'all see what
I
Joe
don't have a
Biden?
problem with that. Okay.
Did y'all see what Joe Biden done picked 61 federal judges on his way out?
He
Did
sure
y'all see?
did.
We
I
not
don't
worried
trust
about
Well,
any
it.
of those
listen.
judges
Wait a
that
minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, wait
No,
until he
no.
get
Boy,
ready to
anything
walk.
got this
Let me
boy.
say it like this so that you understand. Given the extreme stranglehold that Mitch McConnell has had on right-wing extremist judges being appointed to various federal court seats, the idea of a somewhat balanced, if I'm going to still participate in this American experiment, Democratic opposition on their way out, appointing some judges to some seats is not some far-fetched conspiracy, okay?
No, it's not. It's
He
not a
been doing
far-fetched conspiracy,
anything
but
at
it
this
is
point.
a
he's
day
talking
late and
about
a dollar
Biden though.
short.
He's talking about
Well, yeah, but that was the whole point. To
What you
be a
say?
day late and a dollar
Dollar
short.
short,
Oh, I'm
right.
tired of being a
Now,
day. I'm
what do
tired of
y'all
them
think
doing us
about?
on. I'm tired of that
hold
happening
on,
for
any
us.
token blacks, any Sambos, any Heathers doing anything with any power as judges. I don't want it. I'm not
You
for
see
it.
what I'm saying?
I don't think they sambos. I think they are individuals. These are people. We have to look at them as individuals.
That's
I'll
true.
give them a
Majority
chance.
of them fight for
Before I
human
would pass
and
any
civil rights.
judgment, I would have to look
Y'all
at their
can't do it for
records.
me. I can't.
I would have
What
to
I'm
look at their
saying,
career records
I'm not
before I
talking
could
about.
attempt to
I'm not
pass
talking
any
about the
judgment.
judges. I'm
Biden
not
get
talking about
appointed
the
these
judges.
judges.
I'm talking about Biden. All of a
Biden,
sudden, now you want to throw something at the Negroes on your way out. We've been here 4 years, and you owed us more,
Because
way
he
That's
more.
didn't
exactly
think
how
we
you
were
look at it.
serious.
That's
Right.
He
exactly how you
didn't
should look
think
at it.
we were serious. This is their attempt. See, here's the thing you really have to
That's
look
exactly
at
how
when
you
you
should
look
look
at this bird called the United States government. They are both working together. The idea is to keep us involved in this experiment, okay? If we leave this experiment, what happens with this experiment?
Well, I tell you what's gonna happen on our end of the experiment. We already got a whole survival. They talking about you need to prep and be prepared and this and that. They don't even understand that our whole lifestyle was built from people. Our grandmothers and them had already went through that. We already knew how to can stuff and grow stuff. We already know if we eat once a day, that's still enough. We
Well, these
already
are
know how to
still
make sandwiches.
scare
We know how to
tactics.
make bread, rice sandwiches, soup sandwich, whatever kind of sandwich, syrup sandwich. I mean, they
Yeah,
are.
Our
yeah.
queens
Listen,
in the kitchen are phenomenal.
That's what I'm
Okay?
saying.
But this is
You
not a
Don't
scare
ever
tactic.
forget that.
I'm
The
not worried
idea
about
is to
anything.
make sure that you have a spouse who is a multiplier. And the only way that she becomes a multiplier is if you become a feeder of her.
That's
Right.
what I'm saying. All
But
I'm
what I'm
saying, and
saying
I
is,
said all that to say is because they're continuing to accept or to assume that we're satisfied with crumbs, and I mean that's why they fell out with me down here. I'm not political anymore. Is because I do not settle for crumbs. Why can't we sit at the table and get ours? Why is ours already cut up when we show up? You give us ours to put us on out the room so you can have a
Honestly,
real
sister,
meal.
at this point, if you really, my honest opinion is it's too late. Once Citizens United got passed and they decided that corporations could spend as much money as they wanted to
It's a
influence a
wrap.
politician, it was over for black people.
Mm-hmm.
But the first stab and the first nail in that initial coffin, or should I say, yes, I'll say it like that, the first nail in the coffin was Bill Clinton saying, bring in corporate Democrats. Democrats appealed to businesses. Prior to that, Democrats appealed to the populace
Right.
and the people. Once they sided with corporations, corporations just bided their time until they bought enough of them.
Well, that's great information, and that's something our kids need to know, because they don't understand that they're in a corporate maelstrom that's quickly draining down the drain, going down the drain, and they trying to feel like, where do I go? Where do I go? I was looking at a conversation that they were talking about how black people probably going to end up homeschooling their kids. And some people were saying that black folks ain't gonna stay home and homeschool. They forgot, we learned how to read with our grandparents in the Bible. I don't know if everybody
Yeah,
did it.
it's not so much that they can't homeschool their children. The problem is going to be is he's not going to fund anything that brings up African American studies. Okay?
Well, that's
That's the
their
American way. That's the
problem.
American governmental way, has been since day one, has
Right.
not changed since day one.
You're talking about CRT?
I'm talking about the American United States government's position when it comes to black people. It has not changed since day one. We
That's
may
well.
have believed that we have rights and we believe that we've integrated into society, into its system. But the actual governmental actions that they've taken against foundational black Americans specifically, has been almost warlike tactics in their benign neglect as to what they have inflicted upon our people.
Until they change the law, if we have to homeschool our children, we're supposed to get credit and pay
Donald,
per
forgive me, but
child.
Donald Trump himself has said
They got a
that
voucher
if they are
program.
bringing, if homeschooling, as you are saying, if they are homeschooling their children and African American and slash CRT is being taught, which it has never been. It is a high college, an extreme high college course that is taken. It has never been taught in K through 12. Never.
Oh, I already know.
But
You mean
he's
down
saying
south
if
in
you no,
St.
he's
Louis,
saying
they
if
used
you
to do
are
it.
he's saying if you are a preschool, I'm sorry, a charter school, and you are teaching any information that is counter to what he and the new education department is teaching when it comes to black history. And think about what DeSantis and Florida has done
Right.
and
I don't think it's
expand that
all.
out
I
to
don't.
the rest of America.
Yeah, I don't think
Because
it's
that's what they're talking about. Now, that is just my personal belief, but the track record that I'm seeing and the groundwork that they're laying says here it is.
Well, he put
If
that
you
same
have
baby.
charter school and you are teaching black history outside of what we say black history is, you do
Well,
not get any funding. And
yeah.
since you don't get any funding, your school will fail.
I
And
don't
when
think. I don't think it's all black history. I think it's just what they consider critical race theory. I think we can definitely
And
talk about
again, I say critical race theory has never been taught in K through 12.
Well, they
ever.
did in the Midwest because St. Louis,
I think they did.
they
I
had a
think they
Black
did
History classes,
because I
huh?
used to have
And
my
that
nephew
Black
come over to
History
the U.S.
class would be considered forbidden knowledge according potentially, let me say potentially, could potentially be considered forbidden knowledge to the potential new educational standards that this particular government body deems.
Well, the information that has been available online and with social
Doesn't
media
matter. It
has, but
doesn't matter.
what this
DeSantis proved it doesn't matter.
thing to you is that the kids, I mean, they may do that at the
That's
administrative,
just Florida, brother.
Those were public schools.
That's
they
like
might be
that's
If
doing
you're
it at
talking
the,
about changing it to states' rights and charter schools, this is what becomes at jeopardy. Do you
this is
understand?
what they put
Can
them,
I
that
say
what it's
this?
going to do is create a new conversation where we get the children are
There's
going to
going to
fight.
be no conversation. It's
The
going to
kids,
already be an implemented act.
they already know.
There's
Anyway,
no,
the kids are already,
exactly.
they're learning online. They already have such I mean, especially on YouTube. They have so many lessons and so much.
Sister, I'm not disagreeing that the information and
Yeah.
knowledge is out there,
All
okay?
I care about is that they
What
know.
I
I
am
don't.
saying is that if you want to have or establish a school and attempt to teach African American history outside of what they deem
I don't think that's
as
true.
anything that can receive financial backing from the
Oh yeah,
federal government
he did
will
say
be
that.
banned.
Yes, he did say that. He said that. He said that. I heard him when he said it. That if they teaching something against what they've already what did he call it? He didn't say Black history. He said teaching.
Already established history.
Well, he
Can I
called it
say
something
this?
else because it had an ethnic flavor to it. Because it wasn't just for us. It's for everybody that's trying to teach something else that other than what
Too
to
much
teach.
what you want to say?
Huh?
Too much was trying to say something. What you were saying?
I was saying, I don't think it's all Black history. I think
Yeah.
there's a certain thing that they were teaching in school over there in Florida because I got people coming back telling me that I got nephews that saying they were teaching some weird stuff and they learned some weird things over there. And I don't think it's all Black history. I think it's just dealing with. I think we don't need to denigrate other people to big up our history. And
Thank
I,
you.
and I don't think that's gonna, they can't remove Black history because it's also American history. You gotta understand
Yeah.
that.
You
It's
know,
American history.
Well, what they did what they did in Florida was they attached queer history to the
can I add
CR.
on?
No, I don't agree with that.
They
And what
attached it.
Can
They
I?
what that
Can
would
I
have called?
see? I'm not gonna talk
There's
between
some
you
weird
and
stuff
you.
going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
And that would
they
have caused
did
the
that.
fight. That was not. Well, that was the reason.
Can I
That
That's
was
say
to
something?
get us involved.
that's right, Mongo. That's what happened,
They
and
wanted to
that's
get us
why
involved. That's what
DeSantis
that
went
was.
crazy because they were attaching queer history, but they didn't. They were creeping
Okay,
behind.
okay, okay. Can I say something, please?
Yeah, yeah.
It. I don't know. I grew up in the South. It was never up to the teachers to teach your history. It was never. It was. Parents need some accountability in this.
Hmm.
And y'all arguing over a system that's going towards AI anyway. If y'all have teachers as friends, they'll tell you since Butch it's been to pass a child along. So if parents, if you're not involved in your child education,
Oh,
you're at fault already.
yeah.
Hmm.
And it's other ways to educate a child outside of school hours because outside of school hours is really what matters. And that's when the community needs to get involved. If you
Hmm.
want a child to learn the history that is not taught in school, you need to be the instructor. If you want to be taught in school, it's meetings that you need to attend. It's places that you need to go. It's people that you need to go talk to. And these are all have open doors. But do I see us there? No.
The only thing I would say in a slightly different way is you said go to these places, right? I would say if these places aren't there and it's upon your spirit and your energy, establish these places. Because you obviously feel the need in the community, wherever you are, whomever is listening,
So what do y'all think of? We need an FBA center in every black neighborhood, like an FBA center, like some
That I believe, or at least a
kind of similar to like the Masonic lodges, but strictly FBA.
how about an FBA phone booth? Call into the number, tell them what your issue is.
Have educators to answer the phone. If you have a problem with
No, it
The
might
issue
just be
is
a
you're still gonna
recording
have to work
answering
with
it,
some
but
type
the
of
idea
government.
is to know that there's somebody and something out there for you listening to you.
Like imagine we
The
had an FBA
resources.
center centered around our youth, centered around Black history and just the Black empowerment and the Black consciousness that people can go to. We put a basketball court on there. We put a tennis court on there. You know, something for the kids. Something we do workshops out of there. We do business meetings out of there. Just a central place in every Black community where Black people can go to and realize, you know, where they're playing Hidden Colors, where they're doing the Hidden Color series there. Something to educate and entertain our children as well, to keep them engaged in this Black consciousness that we have.
What y'all feel about Scott Turner, who's over HUD now?
Who is that? I don't know. I need to do my research on that. I don't know.
Scott Turner, he's a black man. He's married to a black woman. Trump made him over the HUD. He's really Dr. Scott
Oh,
Turner.
that's the new, yeah, that's the new guy.
Dr. Scott
If
Turner.
he's FBA and he's with our people, we need somebody Black over housing. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Can't be no Caribbean, can't be no African, but we need an FBA because we
Well,
definitely.
I've been reading the comments, and I don't like to say that because he did play in the NFL.
Uh-huh.
I hope people know that the brothers that they see on TV playing in the NFL all have college degrees.
Not all of them, but most.
Not all of them.
No, sister,
Yeah,
no,
not all of them.
Majority of
no,
them have college degrees.
no, sister.
Sister, let me,
Do
okay.
not, no,
They go to
sister.
college.
Don't accept,
They go
no,
to college.
no, sister.
Yes, they do.
This gonna
The
be
ones I
this
know,
gonna
they
be,
all have college degrees.
let me
They've been to
handle this.
college.
Some of them, yes.
Let me
All
handle
of
this.
All of
them,
them that went through college
okay.
and played
Go ahead,
college
go
football
ahead,
have
go.
college degrees.
Okay,
Even
let
if
me
it's 4 years and then come out
Mhm.
early, there's a possibility. There's a
let me let me
possibility.
let me school y'all on the process like this. I have two. One plays football in college. Well, both of them play football in college.
Mhm.
My first one was 27 and graduated. They wouldn't let him get a certain degree
Mhm.
because he came there to play football.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's what he was going there to get his computer animation. And the coach told him, I need you to change your degree because I need to spend more time on the football field. And that's what he did. So, but he got his degree. He said, Dad, I need to leave the school. I want to do this. Now, my second one, that's 20 years old right now. He wanted to be an engineer. Every D1 school wanted him, but they didn't want him to go to school as an engineer. They didn't offer him that. So he had to go to a smaller school up in Colorado, an engineering school. Hated it, but he wanted his education. That's what he got. They don't let you play
That's
and
true.
get a degree, a
Your degree is
decent
football.
living degree, a decent living degree. They're gonna give you something. It's gonna be 35,000 max, and that's it. It's all a
I guess
game.
it's individual because I guess it's
No,
individual.
sister, it's not.
It's really
But
not.
I can name at least 20 guys. One is a captain at United
Baby, it's
Airlines. Another
1,500
is a
players in the
chemist.
NFL.
Another, no, I'm talking about actual.
Where
What
did he
he was
go to
saying,
school?
people that went to college and got degrees and played
Where
Oh,
did
football.
okay.
where did he go
Oh,
to school?
Texas Southern Purview.
Okay, that's different.
That's different. That's Southern
Let
Prairie.
me
They've
let
been
me
on the
say it like
street
this,
a
sister.
long time, girl.
Because
They
that's
ain't
where
He
he
no.
does.
grew up.
Baltimore
I think
Ravens.
when they won their first game, they act like they won the championship.
You say what?
The
I
the
think when they won their first game, they act like they won the championship.
Who Texas
They don't
Southern?
win. Yeah,
I
they
don't
don't
know
win
how to take
games.
that. I don't know how to take that. I don't know how to
well,
take
yeah,
that.
you
I
do.
just know
Yeah,
about it.
you
I just
do.
know about it.
We
They
fun out here.
on a
But when
3 year,
I when
4 year
we
losing
Listen,
we
streak.
fun out here. I don't
I'm
care
gonna
what he
say it
say.
like this,
We
sister, and
country,
I
we
try to keep it
fun, we
simple.
real. and it's excellence I hear. And
Sister, let me say it like this. There was a player on the Baltimore Ravens, an offensive lineman, who had a genius level mathematical skill. Okay? Literally genius level. Because he started playing in the NFL. When he took a hit, the concussion that he suffered damaged his ability. Okay? The idea that this particular sport isn't detrimental would be a false belief. This industry hurts, and it hurts everyone. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It may be entertaining, it may be enjoyable, it may be all of these things, but it is also detrimental because the level that the intelligence that we lost with his mathematical abilities was astounding. Okay? So the idea now, what did he go and graduate from for school? It was a higher degree. But because his warrior passion as a young man was stronger than his intellectual prowess and or belief, or he believed, I'll say it like this, that it would always be there. No, that is not the case. When it comes to this particular sport and how they treat the players,
Oh yeah.
it matters.
My little
Oh yeah.
cousin
that's
is
my point. My
my little
point
cousin.
was, and I'm gonna change my wording. Majority of the people that go to college and play football have college degrees. Was that wording better for you guys? Because they just trying to play
It
Dr.
would be
Scott
better, but it would
Turner.
still
I'm
be
just trying to
false
say they're trying to play
advertisement.
Dr. Scott Turner as a person that's not educated, as a person that
No,
don't know what he's
we're
doing.
not saying that they're not coming
No,
out
not you. I
educated,
was
sister.
my point of bringing
You
them
know,
up was to say the majority of the black men that do play in that mean play football in college do graduate college. Some of them go towards higher degrees. I mean, I was just
that's
making.
at a HBU. That's at a HBU only.
HBCU.
I, 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 I'm still gonna
Okay.
say the vast majority of them are going to end up with, and forgive me, I only say this as a joke, okay? The vast majority of them are going to end up with a degree in macrame.
Is there a new Wizard
Yes,
of
they're gonna
Oz?
have a degree, but it ain't gonna be worth squat
Is there a new Wizard
in the
of Oz where they
market.
got the black woman as a witch? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see
Repeat that
that?
again.
There's a new Wizard of Oz, and there's a black woman
Oh yes.
that's the witch,
Yeah, I saw a
and the
preview of
white
it,
woman
but
looks all innocent, and the black woman they make her look like. And
well,
do we like that? That's why I don't watch these movies, y'all. When I see stuff like this, just weird stuff like that.
given the story and how I saw it coming out is the witch in the black woman in green is going to come out being a beautiful queen. That's the end of the story as I see it.
We don't
Now,
like. Yeah, he's a
I
test.
I I
Well, she's a
don't
tether, right?
necessarily like the idea of. I mean, I get. Let me say it like this. I get the idea of the ugly duckling concept of the human spirit, but the idea of an evil spirit turning good, Grinch, his heart swells to 3 times what it was. It's the same story. Been there, done
We
that, seen it before.
we don't go see any movie with Cynthia, whatever her last name is. We do not go.
Rebo,
We do not go see any of her
yeah,
movies.
if that's her movie, yeah, no, Rebo. Oh, I didn't know
We
that.
don't.
Yeah, definitely
She
not.
disrespected Black Americans, and this is the only way she make her money. She's a British Nigerian woman.
We have a lot of British Nigerian women that come over here and cosplay as us.
She disrespected us, and This movement been around for a long time, but a lot of people still don't know because she played Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin never wanted her to play her, so now we don't support that movie. She's arrogant.
Okay, if I got the numbers, what you're talking about with the athletes, right? The most common degree for professional athletes is a bachelor's degree, with 80% of professional athletes earning that degree. The second and third most common degree levels are associate's degree at 9% and master's degree at 6%. In the NFL, 5 out of every 10 players fail to earn a college degree, even though many of these players attend college for 4 to 5 years.
Yep. Yep.
So they're college educated, but the degree, they already know they're never gonna. Most of them know they're never gonna use those degrees, and they're not. And really, the people playing who are trying to get to the pros, they're not focused. You can't be focused on a degree and focus on getting to the NFL. It doesn't work that way. Very few people are able to do that. Like I think there was what's that guy's name from Florida? He was a quarterback. What's the white T boy? And everybody thought he would. He played for what's his name? Dang.
You said
Tebow?
5 out of 10. That's one half.
Tebow?
Yeah,
Tim
Tebow.
Tebow?
Tim Tebow had a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Tebow had a degree,
And that's one half, right?
His tenure in the pros didn't go as well as everybody thought it would. Craig Krenzel was another one, Ohio State player. He got a degree. I think he was like in bio or neurological, something bioengineering. I think it was bioengineering. That brother barely made it as a backup on the team. So the people who
Sister, that number is the overall whole of all college athletes. That is not FBA specific and or black specific or HBCU specific. That's all of them. And only 50% of all of them are barely getting a degree.
Right. And a lot of times what's not talked about is they're being passed. Because they play football players get preferential treatment, and they bring in money for the university, and they want these guys on the field. So they got people doing their homework for them.
And it just started getting paid like 2 years ago.
Right. And that's a good thing.
And that's
yes,
the
it is. I absolutely believe in that.
That's a good thing. I think those brothers should get paid, and a lot of them aren't going to make it to the next level anyway. So if they can make $1 million playing in college, they need to do that and then go on and do some great things. I believe in that. Let's do it. Because a lot of them.
Why should the university, college, state school, or whatever get all the benefits and they get nothing?
Millions of dollars for these universities, and they were getting paid, but like
no, they were getting booster money. They wasn't getting paid.
Well, no, I'm talking about no. They get vouchers to go eat at the
yeah, man. No, man. Listen, I'm in Detroit. I've heard what the Fab Five said. The Fab Five were real clear. The University of Michigan was making millions of dollars off of them, and they couldn't afford to go get a Coney dog. Wow. Okay.
It was against the rule.
I learned how to cut hair. I told y'all this, right?
This is an athlete playing to go to the highest level of the sporting field that there were. There was no opportunity to learn or take another trade or industry up. They were the stars. They made the school valuable. And they got zero benefit from it.
So right now they have NIL, name, image, and likeness. That's what they get paid off of now. But they have to put themselves out there.
Yeah.
Now the boosters,
they've got to perform in order to get it. I got no problem with that concept.
Now, now for my nephews, they had already had a package ready when they came to see us because, listen, I'm telling you, they giving these kids hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting promotional, sponsorship money.
That's in with the package now, y'all.
6 figures.
We have to go through something to get something, and the people that
listen,
go through nothing. We go.
The only thing that I would interject I'm sorry, sweet. Go ahead, baby.
No, I was just saying we go through the worst of the times. It was so many black. I mean, when I listen to the old football players, they
Yeah.
be y'all need to look at their videos. It's either gonna have you crying or it's gonna make you feel.
Did y'all
You hear that?
know that Bronny James and Shadir Sanders were millionaires
Already.
coming out of high school and going to college? The
Yes,
1 year he played in college, even though Bronny James was not that good in college, keep it a buck, he was not that good.
yes.
Millionaire. Shadir
You
Sanders,
know
right?
that girl, that white T girl and
Driving
that
around
black
in
girl,
that freaking Rolls Royce.
Angela Reese.
That boy worth $30 million. That boy's worth 30 million. 30
Angela
million.
Reese is worth money too. She make more money with the NIL than she do in the WNBA.
And I think
Promotion and
yeah,
name recognition are
for 8 years.
everything in America.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
If you have promotion and name recognition, you are going to go further than anyone else.
That's
Okay?
why Angel Reese told them. She said, "Why would I go pro?" That was last year. She already pro now, but when she was at LSU, she was like, "I'm not in a hurry to go pro. I'm making as much money as they pay them
That's right.
now."
Yeah.
She
Right,
said
I'm
she was
getting
going to grad
paid.
school.
She said, "Why would I go pro?" And then they're not making the money. So then when she did go pro and people did start going to the games, then there was a whole nother issue saying she was saying that people came to see her. Everybody else got mad because they felt like she was standing too tall. Said it was Caitlyn that made WNBA attractive and this and
Well,
that.
here's
And
the thing.
I
In
said,
that
"Well,
regard,
why
sweetie, you
y'all?"
got to
Well, that girl
understand
Caitlyn.
there was Larry Johnson. I mean, there was Larry Bird and Magic
Magic
Johnson,
Johnson.
and
Yep.
that's what this is.
That's what
They
it is.
And
needed.
that's
Yep.
how you all have to hype it up if you want your league to have a pulse.
She
It's
gave
like,
them everything they was looking for and more, baby, because she ain't sad or sorry or nothing, and she's not apologetic, and they don't like her. And I think FBA sometimes have to stand up and say, "Hey," because the press trying to dog her, but she fighting back. But you look at their faces when they see her up there. You remember
listen,
when that what's
when
his
you watch
name?
boxing, you understand and know when there's a black fighter versus a white fighter or a Hispanic fighter, that's always gonna, or especially a Hispanic fighter, that's always gonna be your biggest fight. You
That's
get a
right.
black boxer versus a Hispanic boxer, everybody in the world is watching that fight. You're gonna have FBA on one side, and you're gonna have everybody else against the FBA on the other side. Those are always going to be the biggest fight. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. They carried the NBA themselves. If it wasn't for that rivalry, the NBA wasn't getting all them TV contracts.
There would not be an NBA player making $1 million now were it not for Larry Bird and Magic Johnson.
Yeah,
Larry
they
Bird
carried
is a
that
different
league.
type of speed, though.
They carried that
What?
league.
Let's say Larry Bird is a different type of speed. We don't have no Larry Birds nowadays.
Larry Bird's a ball.
Well,
Hey,
no, you have. Well, Larry was. Well, there were generations in betwixt young Larry and what's going on and how the NBA has changed. Okay. You got to remember, Larry, they was swinging and throwing blows and staying in the game. Okay.
Sure was. Sure was.
That wasn't no problem. Yeah, you knocked his tooth out, so what? Next? That's a foul. It wasn't no flagrant fouls. Okay.
Come on.
That was just a foul. You broke, he got, okay, fine.
Y'all
That's
remember
what it
that?
was. The game is evolved right now. This is one of the reasons I hate to say it. I think the game has gotten so much softer than how. Here's the thing. You expect gladiators in all that your competitive sports. Let me say it like that. And the game of the NBA game has evolved to such everybody a 3-point shooter. Okay. It ain't no freaking fun no more.
I think
It's no
Shaq.
It's a
competition.
business. It's a business.
It ain't no and again, I say this in my humble opinion, because again, I
On the
and
court,
I'll
though.
say this as a true Detroiter, because I want y'all to understand that. If the Pistons ain't in it, I don't care.
What? They They kept it on
But
the court
when
though.
I
They kept it
watch the
on.
game and how it's evolved, there's barely real defense. That you touching is a foul. You lean, you look at him hard.
They
It's a,
allow overcarrying. They allow
what
overcarrying
the?
now.
What is this super in?
You
Oh, I'm
can
sorry.
carry the
What is this
ball now in
European
the
step?
NBA. It's crazy.
Right. Okay. Fine. You go include the European step, but you're not going to include any defensive attempt to stop it. You're not going to allow any form of defense to stop it. What a crock of shit. Okay.
On top of that, they be traveling all day,
That's what I'm
walking
saying.
around with the ball.
You
I
seen that
thought,
boy 𝗤𝗓𝗏 𝗔𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝘀𝗶cie? That
yeah,
brother took 3 steps and dunked.
3 steps.
And that 3 steps was like
I
a
thought
half
that was
court.
walking. Okay.
He took 3 steps from
but
the
y'all
half
know where it
court
started
and
from,
dunked.
right? It started from what's his name? He started that.
That's what I'm saying. See, when
Bron
this
did.
happens, they're just trying to, honestly, they're just trying to highlight the extreme athleticism of the athletes. And I use athletes in quotes when I say this because they're only trying to do this with black folks and or those of melanated hue.
What are we doing?
All right, hold on.
Highlighting, okay, if he's taking 3 steps and dunking, that's a travel, dear.
Exactly.
Okay? That's traveling. And if the refs aren't calling an open traveling call, what else am I to assume except they're just trying to highlight this particular individual's athletic prowess and ability? It's insulting. It's not inspiring. You're playing to the least of my abilities, not the best and the most of my abilities. Yes, I can run and jump a little bit higher and more, a little bit faster. How long have I been doing that?
In this world, that's all I'm hearing.
Huh?
We as a community, even as athletes, movie stars, we all have been affected, the regulars to the elite. We have got really far.
Exactly. Exactly. So at this point,
Let a lot of stuff pass and not stood up. And now it's not too late. I heard you say it was too late, cousin. I'm feeling like we're at the right time that everybody is now noticing it. At least we're
I
noticing
say
it.
it's when okay, let me clarify this because I want to say it properly then. If because I did say it and I spit it out in a very generalized way. The idea that individuals, and even if we came together right now with our collective buying power, which is almost $2 trillion, the last time that Donald Trump was in office, he gave that amount of money away to 25,000 people. It relatively negated every dollar within the black community to the elite business community. I don't need your money. I already got your money. I already got your money in a tax cut. What I need your money for? Your prevalence, your relevance, all of that stuff became minimalized. You understand what I'm saying? And now your collective $2 trillion going against, again, an economic power force that was minimally withheld by the higher tax bracket has been removed.
Well, I tell you what, it ain't the same comfort zone though, because a bunch of them is broke now.
I'm sorry. I could give 2 flying fricadoo. Forgive me, and I don't say this to be mean or crass. I'm worried about FBA.
I
I don't care
understand
about
it.
them when I hear that. Because again, the idea is the foresight that they thought with and we did not think with.
Well, true, we didn't have that access.
It's not that we didn't have the access. although that is true 100%. The idea is that the Heritage Foundation has been an established entity within the Republican Party for how long?
Ooh, I remember that. I remember them. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Shortly after, or they're included within the moral majority. Correct.
You're correct. You're correct. But we're gonna
Okay.
we're
And
gonna bring you
where were
the
black people
2027.
as a movement during that period right there?
Yeah, yeah.
Do y'all want to see Cousin
Winston
with his
Church.
own show? Don't y'all want to see Cousin with his own show with his opinions and his mindset? Don't y'all want to hear Cousin speak?
I think he can do it.
I'll be there.
I'll watch.
I'll watch it.
Hey, listen,
I'll watch it.
I'll say it like this, brothers, because I'm almost, so that you all understand,
I'm supporting
I'm
it.
almost in the Black Authority, Jason Black arena for position. I am, as I said to you all before, on this panel, I try and be as calm and as mediating and as even keeled as I can. Okay. You may hear some passionate moments and points that I interject. But again, my other views might not necessarily completely vibe with this panel. I respect this panel, and I'm going to treat this panel accordingly because that's who I am. I'm going to respect you all as you all respect me. And I will treat, if I host a panel, I will do accordingly the same. However, my positions might not be as embracing as Too Much's. I'll say it like that. Is that kind of clear for everybody?
I think we all feel that way.
Crystal.
Okay. Because I don't want it to act like because the idea, I'm not necessarily in the show on my face, because when faces get out there, issues become an issue. Okay.
I say this, man. If you got a job and you're worried about job, protect yourself. Protect yourself, because when you're speaking on these platforms, people will find out where you work. I'm not afraid of being doxxed. If I get doxxed, it is what it is. I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna make money. Nobody can stop me. And if your flow can be stopped, just be wise. Just be wise.
See, here's the thing. I wouldn't mind if my flow got stopped, as long as I can count on my FBA letting me ride and taking care of that.
That's why you need to. That's why we got to make sure our people.
And that's the whole thing. Because see, I hear you promoting and pushing your particular stance, issue, and your sites and your product, and I'm down with that, brother. I got you. I'm in there with you. Okay.
Cousin, we need that coin. That's what we need.
You need that coin, but I'm gonna tell you, I got a store out here right now. I ain't said nothing about, because I'm not really, because again, I'm not out in the ether as everyone else is, and I don't even know how to properly move it. So that's where I'm at in this particular case right now,
brother. And let me tell you something.
That's what I'm saying. That I told you. You the young cat I'm running to.
Listen. I'm gonna be honest. I got a wealth of knowledge, and I have a networking that I know we can get it. Whatever y'all can manifest, we can really get it done. I have a crowdfunding network. I mean, we got some things, like I said. I get 3 to 4 projects a year. And what I'm going to start doing with the people that are supporting this channel, I'm going to start sharing that with y'all. There's so much money to be made, and you don't have to be an expert in anything. You just have to have that ability to say, you know what, I'll figure out I'll do the research, because you got to do the research. You got to do let me say it again. You got to do the research. You can't wing it. As long as you can do the research, you can get you can be useful to the group and get things done. Like we need runners, we need people that can run and get information, we need grant writers, we need people that can do research. And as long as you can bring that information, because information is power. You guys don't understand how much information is everything. If you got the information, if you got the knowledge and the know-how, there are people out there that run. If you know how to sell yourself, you can stand tall in any room. Because there's a lot of things that people want and need that they just don't got the time to do. And if you're willing to do it, they'll pay you. They'll pay you an enormous amount of money. Things that you'd be like, you gonna pay me for this? Like when I stumbled across Bitcoin, I had a knowledge of Bitcoin. I knew about Bitcoin when it first came out in its inception in 2009. But when they tasked me with this project, I figured out what the heck they were doing. And they had to get me up out the paint because I knew I pretty much built the blueprint for them to use it, and I still have the blueprint. And we're gonna do it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And just from traveling all over the globe, being in 12 countries in the last 5 years, just from traveling, I pick up business. People are drawn to my personality. I'm a very likable person. I can be hated too. People can hate me too because I stand on business. But I'm pretty much a very likable person, and I attract people. And people come talk to me, and they just say, "Hey man, you seem like a capable person. Can you do this?" And I'll be like, and I don't turn nothing down. If I can't do it or I don't have the time to do it, I'll be honest up front. And if it's something that's interesting, I'll go figure it out. And I'll build a team. I never do anything by myself. I build a team of capable people and say, this is what I need you to do. This is what I need to do. And then we come together and we get it done. And they cut the check. They cut the check. And I'm telling you, that word consulting can go into many different things. I'll just say it like that. Consulting can be many different things. And because of these things that these skills I picked up, I'm able to consult in many different areas. And again, like I said, we got some projects coming up soon. Once we do the research behind it, we got some projects that we can be getting FDA gas stations. FDA gas. Imagine having the plug to oil and gas and being able to put it on, bring it here to America and sell it, and we get it for pennies on the dollar, and we make a fortune off of it.
Count me in. Count me in. I'm intelligent. I have a degree.
I'm smart enough to get on that deal.
It's really just intelligent. It's like you don't have to. I mean, it's useful if you do have a specialty in this field, but you don't have to just stay in that specialty lane. You can branch out. Like I come from a financial background. I come from a financial literacy background. I was a financial advisor for like 13 years. Made tons of money doing it. Had my broke times, but I built myself up to where I sustain myself, right? And I managed a little bit under $1 million. I grew a portfolio of 40,000, and it grew to a little under $1 million.
Yeah,
I did that. Okay, so that's what started everything. Because I'm around business people, because I'm around doctors, nurses, business owners, small business owners, entrepreneurs. Because I'm taking care of their money. I get a lot of inside information. This is what it is. You get a lot of inside information. And then you take that you don't ever get rid of that network. You keep that network. You make, I make friends with all my clients. All my clients have become friends or family members, and we stay in contact. And when they come across things that they need done, they come to me. And I literally was working maybe 3-4 times. I do 3 or 4 projects a year, and I would be working 9 months out the year, and I'd be spending 3 months out the country. And anybody can do this. Anybody.
Oh, that's definitely what I'm into.
Anybody can do this. So that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I got some. That one project in Suriname, we're going to do our research on that. But what we are going to do, what I am looking for right now is what I want to do simultaneously while we're doing the business project is I really want to focus on this FBA coin.
FBA who?
FBA
coin.
Cryptocurrency.
I thought about that too because I was looking at my coins. Meme coins is going up, but see, Elon Musk finna run that Dogecoin up when Trump take office. So I know what he finna do with that because he messed it up before. So the coins is coming up. Just let me know what kind of work you need to know on that.
Elon
I
has
want
been
my coin to have
supported by
utility.
federal governments from the moment he stepped on this soil. His
But he
genius
messed up our
ability
stuff.
was being able to get the money from the federal government to turn him into the richest man in the world.
Well, you know, Elon was one of the people on PayPal. Elon was one of the people that helped design PayPal and sell it and bring it to where we use PayPal, the payment centers. That's what his claim to fame is. A lot of the base
I
on
have no
they
problem
started
with
out in
him. Again, I have no problem with a broken clock being right twice. I really don't. It happens. Okay? But the simple fact of the matter is, when it comes to his personal genius, he's just taking advantage of every loophole that was there. Every
And that's
single
why he's trying to
one.
bring everybody in. He's trying to bring
No,
everybody
he's
in now.
not. Okay. Well, let me say it
Well,
like
maybe not.
this. My belief is that a second generation South African immigrant, South African American immigrant does not have the capability of putting FBA in a position of improving their lot. Nothing about this man's history says that that is a part of his belief system.
I don't think that's anybody's belief system to put FBA on, but you can still benefit from what the brother's doing, even though he's not
And
looking at us in
again,
mind.
while I understand the generalized idea of benefiting, there's not, then what's the difference between the Democrat and the Republican if you're going to generalize the benefit?
Listen, I
But
think
he been playing that game a long time. He been playing that same game.
you
He
They
gotta
been striking
all
that
understand.
same
have.
You
chord.
gotta understand.
They
Listen,
all
if
have been playing the game of playing our emotional strings. Okay?
I don't think Elon Musk is
Well, they
playing that
pay you
emotional
first.
thing.
They pay you first.
I think
They pay you first. They
Elon is
already
focused
know
on
what they're gonna
business.
give you.
Elon is focused on business, and if anybody's business smart and want to get in and piece up, you can piece up. That's how business is done. I don't think anybody has FBA in mind when they're doing business. Now we may have FBA in mind when we do business, but that's not their job. I don't expect
This
somebody
is
from a
the
different
federal,
community.
this is not now him individually. This is now him as a representative of the federal government and his beliefs. His beliefs are now going to be federal law.
I don't know about that. We'll just have to wait and see. I
Okay?
don't know about that.
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't know about
know.
that, brother.
Sure
Oh,
thing. Sure thing. Because what we know, one thing for sure is that crazy old, anyway, have
I don't
never
know.
gone down the wrong path.
I
That
don't know.
this is one thing we have a history of them never going down the wrong path.
No, they all
That
listen. They're always going.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. What Trump is doing is he's putting his boys on. Let's stick with a buck.
how it, the, I'm
He's putting his
sorry,
boys on.
Saddam Hussein did the same thing.
Of course, every
Didn't make it freaking right for the people.
but here's the thing, brother. When has that never not happened, brother? That's been happening since this country's
Here,
been around.
the idea was that
We're acting as
at
if we're acting as
least,
if that there was a time when this didn't happen like this. It's always we're used to this, brother. It's nothing we're not used to.
brother.
You acting like it's brand
First off,
new. It's not brand new.
I might not be a Trump supporter, but I am not a Democrat supporter. I
Yeah,
look at this evenly.
it's not
I
brand
am
new.
saying I'm not seeing anything from the R's.
Hold on,
I'm
Anthony.
seeing nothing from the D's. So there's no reason for me to run to the R's. Zero reason. I'm
And
not saying that they're not an option.
listen,
Okay?
we got a lot
I'm
of
not saying that.
the
I'm
only way we're
saying
gonna get
that until
FDA.
you put something on the table, I'm not giving you jack because I've seen these deals before. I've lived through these deals
before. You want me to act like I haven't seen these deals before.
No,
I'm not going to do
you
that.
want us to act like this is brand new, and we're not going to act like this is brand new. We're going to be the same like you. We've seen this before. We're used to this. This is standard. This is normal. What's going on? What Biden doing with those pushing those 12 into office? That's normal. We should have expected that. That's not nothing out of his character. That's what they do. What Trump is doing, guess what? He's putting his boys on. We're not saying anything different. But you're acting as if like this is something new because he got Elon. But just because he got Elon Musk, it's something new. It's not new. They've been doing this.
The idea is that, quite honestly,
Been doing this, cousin.
you have people
They've been
who do
doing
not
this.
have a history of success in the fields in which they're being placed in charge of.
None of those politicians have success in anything they do. Name something successful that a politician has.
The thing that we were supposed to be able to count on our government to do
And they've never
was
done
to
it.
place competent people
never done it.
in charge of the process.
They've never done it. They've never done it since its inception.
I would disagree with that.
Show me a time.
We may not have always agreed left or right
Show me a
with
time where they put in time.
wait a minute, with the decisions that they've made. But those decisions could always be said to have been in the best interest of the American people.
It's never been that way, man. Yeah, that's naive to even think that that they were even making decisions, including the people. They use propaganda to get the people on board with their decision making.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. But the only way they could do that was to convince them that whatever they were doing was for the betterment of the people.
Through propaganda and witchcraft, which was wrong because it's called a psyop. That's what it's. What do you think a psyop is?
I think that the PSYOP started when Murdoch and Adelson got together after Nixon and said, we're going to start a program that counters the narrative that is actually existing. When they decided that the Vietnam War was no longer, Vietnam WAR was no longer going to be broadcast as it was really being broadcast or really happening in real time to the American people. When they decided to classify that information that they would disseminate to the American people,
go back to FDR and the Federal Reserve Bank, so that's where it all started. Go back to FDR and the Federal. Go back to what's his name? Harry S. Truman. Go back to Harry S. Truman and start it from there. That's when the propaganda.
You mean the League of Nations?
Yes.
This is what you're talking. You're talking about the League of Nations.
The League of Nations. And that's when this propaganda machine started, brother. If we
let me just so we're clear with our historical timeline. The League of Nations is approximately the 1940s ish.
I'm talking about the 1920s, the 1930s. I'm talking about when.
No, it was introduced then, but it was shot down like a skeet shooter would shoot a clay pigeon.
But it never.
It did not actually become fruition.
It never left.
The 40s.
Now, what I'm getting at, understand what I'm getting at when I talk about the timeline. The timeline in Western neo-colonial power history is that this was 50 years after the other Western neo-colonial powers had carved up Africa, the continent of Africa. Okay? And now we're coming over into this particular country and bringing this particular form of jurisprudence, shall I say,
Let me hit you with
to this culture.
Let me hit you with some game real quick, brother.
Okay.
Same thing they did in the United States, where they tricked everybody into thinking that black people wasn't here, and how they were able to deport a lot of the natives that were here and displace them and put them in other countries, is the same thing they're going to do to Africa today. They just don't know what's happening.
Agreed.
They put them all over there, and then they carved them up and made them into these amalgamations of tribes, evaluation of tribes, and said, you're a group now. They're going once they're done with America. See, YT people. They're kind of similar to the small hats. They've been looking for a country, and they decided that United States was their country. They don't want Britain anymore. They don't want the cold. They want to come down from that cold place and come into this place. And they're doing that by saying, "Hey, we're going to take a playbook out of the Moorish book." The way the Moors were able to conquer all those towns is they mixed in, mingled with the people, and changed the freaking color of the people. And they're doing that too, but they're not doing it in a way that they're changing them into them. They're doing it in a way to say, well, listen, we're gonna bring this colorism thing, this black and white thing, and we're gonna give certain people a status of a color, and we're gonna get the darker skin up. And how we're going to do that is by working with the lighter skin to go against the darker skin. And then once that plan is all out, then we can go look at what they're doing in South Africa even right now. South Africa is trying to run a mini playbook of what they've done here in the U.S. That's what's going on. So we have to understand that their job is to brainwash. AI is important. Let me tell you why AI is important, because AI is going to be is a way for you to turn off your brain and not become critical and not become smart and not become educated.
Is that a good thing?
No, it's a calculator. It's like a calculator for words and history, where you don't have to go read it for yourself. You don't have to. They can just be. And let me tell you something about AI. AI has a problem, and this is what they've always known. They're not telling people, but they've always known. AI has a problem where it'll make up stuff. If it don't know the answer, it'll just make it up. It'll make it up. That's always been a problem with AI. It'll make it up. It's not gonna ever tell you it can't do something. It's just gonna, whatever it's unclear to them, it's going to make it up. They actually have a terminology for it. I just can't think of the terminology for it. So this is why we got to.
Sounds like
AI.
infinite programming in its simplest term, but okay.
Right. We got to use AI, but we cannot let that be a full dependence on AI. And that's what this country is trying to come to, because then they're able to erase history. Then you won't even look at the history books. You won't look up the old newspapers. You won't do the research. You won't look in the encyclopedias and find the truth. Now AI can just tell you this is true. This is true. And you're just going to, especially the younger kids, they're the ones that are acceptable to this. They're going to accept it. Now we, as Gen X, that's why I say Gen Xers, we're the last of the last. We're the only ones
I agree with that.
Stand on business and really do this thing, because we've seen it all. We've seen everything come into inception. We've seen everything. We were here before there was this technology. We were drinking out of the water hose. We go back to them days where we were drinking water. We were drinking tap water right from the water hose, and it was no problem. Today they got everybody on this bottled water. You see what I'm saying? So we got to understand what's really happening to us. This propaganda and witchcraft is a machine. It is the Matrix. You're inside the Matrix now. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to take that Matrix and put it in digital form. We're already going. Pretty soon, there was a movie with Bruce Willis where nobody wanted to be the natural selves. What's it called?
Surrogates,
yeah. Everybody had these clones of themselves that would walk out into the real world and do the job while they just sit back in this computer. It would do their shopping, and it was like what's the word I'm looking for? Filter. It was like
virtual.
A filter.
It was real life virtual reality with a robot.
Yeah, it was a filter. You know how everybody use these filters because they don't want to show their real face? That's what it was. Mm-hmm. It was a way for people to show the best version of themselves. If they were fat, they're going to show themselves skinny. If they were, non-muscular, they were going to show themselves as that was their way. And we're moving to a form of that. It's never going to be exactly like that, but it's going to be dang close. Like zombie apocalypse, everybody watch these zombie movies. It's really about the rotting of your mind and turning you into a couch potato. That's what zombie apocalypse is really about. That's why I don't watch television, y'all. It's about the rotting of your brain, not the rotting of your body, but of your brain. so you can be just mob. You can just they already got us doing senseless things on the internet. TikTok dancing. They got us doing these senseless things that don't mean anything that we're into. You talk about cyborg, you're already if you have a cell phone, you are connected to technology. You are a cyborg. You carry technology everywhere in your pocket, and now they're trying to put it in your brain. It's going to be to where you can't even compete if you don't have this neurochip in your brain. So who's going to get the neurochips first? The elite of the elites. It's like being able to be a well-spoken person without any training. You have all the information, all the data at your fingertips. That's just a flash before your brain. It's going to be a third brain because we already got two brains. Our intestines is a form of a brain, and your brain is the brain in your head, and then that neurochip is going to be like the third brain, which is going to control all everything else. So we just got to know what this is, man. When you really look at it, and you really pay attention, and you look at all these movies that they have, they're telling you what's to come.
They're telling you.
Predicting.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And getting you used to it already, so when it comes.
Family, I got to get out of here, man. Want y'all to have a good one. Enjoy yourselves. It's about time for me to go and crash out.
I'm about to get out of here myself, too. We're about to end.
Same here, fella. Enjoyed it.
Tomorrow I'll be on at the same time. I'm going to also give some information on the Discord, and I'm also going to get everybody up to speed so we can get together next week and actually accomplish what we set out to do. I know we got the holidays coming up, so I know people are going to be spending time with that. But we are going to try to get some some work done. Okay. So everybody, I'll see y'all tomorrow on the live. I'll start it sharp at 5 a.m. And I tell you, I know y'all think when my wife gets here, things are going to change. It's not going to change all that much. I'm going to stick on the program, but I am probably going to be moving to nights soon. So I'm probably going to be moving to nights soon. Probably do something like around. It's going to be. I just got to figure it out. I'll figure it out. Okay. If I can do something at 6 p.m., which is like 9 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central, I'll try to be as close to that time. But really, what's going to work for me is like 8, 9 Pacific Standard Time, and I want to start doing it like that. And so
that's good.
This will happen after my wife comes, so give me like a week. I'll still stay on program with everything else, but like a week or 2 weeks, I'm going to move to evening time, that we're going to have these talks and these speeches. And then Saturdays and Sundays is going to be dedicated to the warriors here, everybody on the panel who support the channel and are trying to build a business. Saturday and Sunday, we're going to build our business, and we're going to try to get as much comfortable with the Discord as we can. Okay. So everybody, enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your Sunday.
Same here.
You guys tomorrow.
Peace.
Yep. Take care. Peace.